Alright, we're back with the Mokhul Empire, and last week a lot happened.
Oh
Curtis?
shit, now I'm doing the recap on.
That's what I was about to say, Curtis. You are on catch-up duty, my friend.
You think we'd have pre-planned this before?
Wait, did you not plan it?
No, I have got them. I just need to fucking load them up. I've got bare text here. Fuck me, I have got quite a bit. Right then, so last week we started by fighting the Not Cloakers. Did we actually decide what they were? Did we figure it out?
Empty cloaks.
Empty cloaks, apparently they're a thing. Not long after, we heard voices inside my head. They talked to me. We went around a corner. It turned out to be a magic rock. It seemed to get on with the rest of the party, except from Gwendef, like every other NPC. I had a special affinity for Chester, just because I think Chester's the most lovable.
I have the most NPC friends out of anyone, I think.
Yeah, I guess you put. Well, you did until the pirate friends died. So.
Well, now I have new pirate friends. Since I'm the one paying them, I'm assuming they're my friends. Yes.
That's a proper racket there. It's like, oh, you were just like, yeah, it's me paying them. It's like definitely coming out of the company coffers. I guess you are the other one who's actually paid them, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if you pay people, they're your friends.
And that is how this works.
I'm not sure that's correct.
Cast for everyone.
Anyway, the catch-up!
What now?
And then as we continued on, we found a massive ruby, and then we got Xerxil to use get rid of the ghosty boy and get an impy boy to go and grab it. It was very sassy. It was guarded by a sentient bath mat, but it was thwarted by our sassy imp-based plan. It was just him going and grabbing it. Grabbed a few scroll cases. Scroll? Bloody hell. Marvel. A few scroll cases from the cleaner's cupboard. We returned from the break to Chester being charmed by the stone, but then Chester not actually paying any attention to being charmed and not realising that he was being charmed. We then found a distorted metal mirror that you'd find in like a funhouse, and then proceeded to immediately ignore it and not go back to it and not know what it does. So just kind of put that to the side. Well, I might have to go revisit that today. We found Gwendef a circlet that was made out of electrum and silver, and we wondered how she was actually getting it on her head, but she managed. We fought off Scrooge's 3 ghosts, past, present, and future. We ignored the rest of the floor and then just descended further into the structure and plunged into water as the behest of the magical stone. We found out that it'd been shot down by Asgardians as well. I'm not sure how we figured that out, but maybe the stone said it. I can't remember. One way or the other, figured out it'd been shot down. And then at the bar, it's an actual submerged city, and it seems like it's in better condition than you'd expect because none of the wood seems to be rotting. So there must be some form of preservation cast upon it. We invaded Murky's home and murdered him in cold blood.
That is exactly what happened. He was
Yes,
so nice as well.
Literally just home invaded him and killed him. The evil stone used this opportunity to reveal its true colours and attempt to assassinate Chester via drowning. Xerxil then hunted down the stone, and Chester got back to the ship to regain his water-breathing enchantment. We continued to search the city and found a plethora of disposable Calvins in like a well. When we broke up a gate. Grilda found some new armour and proceeded to don that. Gwendef stole some jewellery and hid it in a hat. I remember.
I do have all the jewelry in my hat.
Yeah, Adrian definitely forgot about that, so I'm glad I brought that up to him.
No, I have it in my inventory.
Alright, fair enough then. Macro then walked into a moondoor trap, and then we dispelled it, and then it immediately led into the courtyard where we'd just been, so completely pointless. We eventually stumbled into the library, which had a magical barrier preventing the water from rushing in. And then Chester found a necklace with a familiar symbol of a sword in front of a sunset. I don't know if we figured out exactly what that symbol meant, but he found a necklace with that on. Definitely didn't put that on his character sheet. I'm putting money on that. Gwendef then knocks on the door next to it, and a bipedal piece of calamari answered. Chester locks onto the piece of the scroll he'd been looking for, and then Makarov proceeds to cattle prod him for a good 2/3 of his HP. They then get stunned. And then Chester, instead of deciding to kill the next to dead El Terra di la Biblioteca, decides to cast some useless utility spells, and then Gwenda finishes him off with her go-to arrow through the skull or eyeball, whichever one's taking a fancy at that moment.
I mean, you know, they're very similar.
Gut shots are equally as lethal. I guess I'm not as cinematic. The library contained. We then found the library next to it, and we wrapped up the scroll as well. And then the library seemed to contain books on every subject, especially the arcane. And then Makarov began to systematically search the library, passing them to Grildar so we could try and loot it for its most valuable books into the bag of holding. Chester then learns how to crack something called Celestial Armor, and his third piece of his scroll, because he already knows where his second piece is, which is near the desert in Mokhul. He finds that the third piece of his scroll is someone called Storm Soul, also known as Krulmella. He then spills his guts to Grildar about how the spell works and how he's Jaime Lannister and his sister.
Oh my god! Wait a minute, Chester explained that she's not really related to him. You didn't Jaime Lannister, his sister.
He says he was his sister, and he was kind of shagging her. Well, that's all I got from that.
No! Oh, wow.
That's all I'm willing to take from that.
I think the real takeaway is that after Cruella de Vil could not get the dogs to make her coat, she has become a storm soul.
Fuck's sake. I will tell that to the player of that character on Saturday. Alright, so we begin today's session as you guys are piling up books, perusing these tomes, garnering as much of this knowledge as possible, and basically standing in the room with the arcane teleportation circle in the corner, glowing slightly, sending this ghastly kind of green light into the room. The place is lit dimly by these orbs that float in the ceiling. However, the orbs seem to be dying. They seem to be slowly going out over the hour that you've spent here. I'm assuming Chester isn't here, but he did tell me that he would be, you know, taking that tome to do with how to crack celestial armor. Is there anything else anyone wants to do in here?
In this room specifically, or
well, in the library entirely, like in this building?
Well, it is full of books, and we've killed the alcohol. So Gwendeth is done.
Oh yeah, you've drank some wine, if I remember correctly. You started drinking some of the pitchers of wine.
I mean, yeah, but that didn't need to be in the session summary. Gwendeth does that every session, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, just going through the books, stealing the most valuable ones.
Okay. Like I said, these tomes are big and heavy.
Yeah, but again, we're picking out the biggest, the most expensive ones, and sticking them in the bag of holding.
All right.
Mappus, Liam.
What was that? Sorry.
Mappus.
Oh yes, thank you.
Mappers.
Thank you for reminding me.
I didn't understand what Rocket said until Liam changed the map, and now I get it.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, most of the tomes that you're bagging are like encyclopedias, ancient languages, locations of ruins, and certain things that existed pre-Ragnarok.
Search the fireplace.
Ooh, roll an investigation check, sir.
Check behind the waterfall.
Alright, so you begin playing around on the fireplace, and like I said before, the fireplace wasn't actually, you know, lit. And there is something up there. You peer up, but it's further up. Nothing shiny, you just get like a kind of black outline up there.
Probably just a lot of soot. Berserksel's going to try and climb up there.
Okay. Acrobatics. Alright, so you managed to, because you're quite small in stature, squeeze in and climb up, and something really heavy. And it's stuck in the chimney. It's some sort of rough spun cloth, but there's something inside it.
I guess I'll climb back down.
Mm-hmm.
Something in this thing.
Did you climb up the chimney?
No. Blackface.
Fucking sort.
You are cleaning up the boat if you get it dirty.
Can't make Xerxes clean.
Does he?
Know how to clean.
Look.
Alright then, Zerxel. Why? What's up there?
I would like to look up
Okay.
with my dwarf eyes, which are superior to elf eyes.
What you do see is basically the way what I explained, kind of like a cloth, like bundled up and stuck. Something that is wrapping something up. It's not like square, not like cylindrical or anything, but kind of like an odd shape.
Can I reach it?
You aren't fitting in whatsoever.
How far is it away from me?
About 10 feet up.
I would like to cast spike growth over it so that the spikes that come out push it down and make it loose.
Okay, well, that was a very, very creative way of doing the spell, but I will let you have it. Alright,
If
so
this turns out to be something important, it's going to be brilliant, because I only came over here to eat sticks.
Okay, so yeah, spike growth dislodges it, and then it comes tumbling down, hits the bottom of the hearth, and just spreads out. And as it spreads out, the rough spun black cloth is like old and little bits in tatters, and all of these bones just pour out at your feet. About 3 sets of bones.
I don't know what I expected, but I am let down.
And these small skulls kind of like roll out and just glare up at you with empty sockets. And you see there's rib bones, leg bones.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and have a look to see if I can
Xerxes will
understand
pick
what
up a bone and have a little gnaw on it.
Okay.
No, Xerxel, wait, don't. Please, let us have a look first. If they're not important, you can eat them afterward.
I'm much happier that we killed him now, because what sort of good person has bones in their chimney?
Wonder who they belong to.
So I'm going to try and find out what I can from the bones. Like, put the skeletons back together, or the right bones with the right bones.
Alright, make a nature check. It's a very low DC.
Well, nature's 3 lower, so that'd be 21.
Nice. Alright, so they are half elf children.
Oh, definitely children from the looks of it. Half elf, maybe human. Probably half elf, I think.
You can also tell that they're ancient. Their bones are kind of like this kind of deep petrified yellow. Like kind of like, and as Xerxes like goes to gnaw on them, they're like, you see they're like as hard as like oak, like petrified oak. Looks like the preservation magic that's affecting everything here does affect like the bones as well. They're not like they've
I don't
broken.
know how they ended up in the chimney. That's really strange. Like, if they'd been dead here before, why would they be in the chimney in a sack?
Does it look like 3 kids could fit in there, or is it that the bones have been hidden in there?
It looks like they. By the way, they're like, these kids were quite young. We're talking toddlers, young children. And Grildar, with that roll, using your intelligence, you remember Calvin saying that the city, like in Ragnarok, was shot down by Asgardians. It's not much of a far leap to maybe guess that it was raided as well, and maybe they hid there. You're not quite sure, but maybe it was just something weird happened.
Zucks will think they fell down chimney, caught in sack and starved.
Perhaps, but why is there a sack in a chimney? I mean, that's not how a chimney works.
But it is underwater, Grilda, so it wouldn't work in the first place.
Gwyneth, just no.
Every time it comes to an investigation like this, Growler just realises he's surrounded by complete and utter idiots. Like, if I can't figure this out myself, I'm pretty fucked. Yeah, not a clue. Don't know what we can do as information.
I don't know, but I'm going to add a small bone to my little juju stick.
All right, add half elf bone.
We could bury them. That would be the right thing to do.
Yep. Do you want to go ahead?
Well, I guess I'll just bury them outside in the... Was there non-stone somewhere outside in the city?
You didn't see any. Remember, this city's surrounded by like a seabed of coral and seaweed. But there are walls around it.
Just leave them there for now. We'll see if there's somewhere to bury them when we explore more of the city.
They are sort of buried underwater, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hello, Lars. Welcome to the game.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Have we finished doing tomes yet, or is tomes yet to come?
Yes. Okay. So, Grilda, are you the one with the bag of holding?
Mm-hmm.
In your bag of holding, you can fit 17 tomes. That's it.
Including what's already in there.
Well, how much have you already got in there?
Well...
Oh no, shit.
You forgot you bought like all of the adventuring supplies.
Yeah.
I've got
And multiples.
2 sacks of ball bearings, 2 baskets, 5 bedrolls, 3 blankets, 2 buckets, 2 caltrops, 10 candles, 2 map cases, a chain, 10 pieces of chalk, a crowbar, 2 fishing tackles, 5 flasks, 2 grappling hooks, a 4000 GP ruby, 2 healer's kits, 2 hunting traps, 2 lamps, 2 mess kits, a mirror, 5 oil flasks, 50 pittons, 5 hemp ropes, 2 signal whistles, 5 pieces of soap because you guys fucking smell, 3 tents, 2 tinder boxes, 10 torches, carpenter's tools, and cook's utensils.
I want to point out that if you do not have border as your floor, something in your character sheet does not make sense to me.
7. You can fit 7 tomes.
Okay.
Right. Let's take the shit out that doesn't matter if it gets wet or not, and then put that on my back. I'll carry that. We'll stick it in that chest that we found. There's a chest in this room. We'll stick it in that. The shit that it doesn't matter if it gets wet or not.
No.
Yeah, I'll take out the stuff that I don't think we'll need anytime soon, such as the hunting traps and
The tents. We're on a boat.
well,
Yeah,
tents, I guess. Yeah.
I guess we take some more. So what do we? We went from 17 to 7. So let's say we take enough stuff up so we can fit like 13 in. Would that work?
Well, I'd like to keep some space in there. So
Yeah. Okay. So, each of these books weighs roughly between like maybe 15 to 25 pounds.
Mhm.
They're huge. Like they're ancient and
There's
a
no way
massive
of
times.
waterproofing these, is there?
Books were just heavier in the past. You just don't understand.
Well, Gwendef, one of the
fucking
books
with
that Macron's picked
I'm
up
just
is the
fucking
size of you.
Are you calling me fat?
I would never
Yes.
dare. I would never
Man,
dare.
way to bring down my self-confidence.
I'm sorry, Gwendef. I don't think you're fat. You're just dwarvish. It's fine.
Right then. So we'll pick out the 12 best tomes, and then when we randomly need information in the future, we can roll and to see if we've got a tome on that subject.
That was
What
the
is this?
plan.
A fucking BuzzFeed list?
Yeah.
Oh, best tomes for a
Top
D&D
12 books we
adventure.
need at this moment.
Oh man, I've got
Yeah,
a
so we'll
cough
get that. We'll get that stuffed. Well, I guess we can hand wave the rest of it. So get 12 of them in the bag and leave a bit of room in
Yeah,
there.
I will. And I'll make you roll whenever you come to like have like some sort of ancient knowledge or something. And yeah.
Sweet. If there's a little one Macro can find, he'd like one on. Nah, I probably wouldn't be able to find anything like that. Just being a bit more like roguish, almost like it's one that can like set traps, disarm traps, pick locks, that kind of.
Okay.
That kind of
No,
thing.
this isn't the type of library to have
Yeah, I
that.
don't think there would be. It'd be
No.
more arcane stuff, into we're looking at, into more actual intellectual subjects. Never mind them.
God damn it! My wasp thing is so itchy.
I'm covered in mozzie bites. They fucking nail.
All right, so you've collected the books up. This place is a safe haven, you know. This library, like, there's some sort of abjuration magic that keeps the water at bay here. Actually, can I have everyone roll a perception check?
Shall we have a breather here for the night, for a while, or are we good to continue on? I've done that just to the GM for some reason, but it was a shit roll, so it doesn't matter.
I'm very perceptive.
Very perceptive.
Alright.
I was reading the player's handbook on the flight the other day because I had no internet, so it was just a file I downloaded. It says the suggested stats to pick for a ranger are dexterity and wisdom. It seems like you've not really read the player's handbook there, mate.
Look, I'm just saying, I don't regret dumping wisdom and playing a ranger with a 14 in strength I don't use.
Hey, them athletics checks are going to be fucking peak when you need them.
Okay, so you especially Grildar and Zertzil hears a kind of noise in the other hall, kind of like a, but very kind of slight, as if it's coming through water or through the walls. You know, like muffled.
Something strange. Here's some sound from the room next door.
More creatures.
Right, I'll go sneak up and kill it. You lot burst in after. Which
direction was it coming from, Liam?
Put me in the way.
In the other room with the big dining table to the southwest.
Okay, I'll just point back that way.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You'll know when I'm stabbing it. Just be on your guard. And I'll start creeping along, going back into the room we've come from.
Alright, can you do me a favour then?
Mm-hmm.
You know what to do. Can everyone roll initiative? Because they see you, you see them.
I didn't even get to roll myself.
No. I mean, coming through that door is... You can see them, they can see you. It's going to be...
Oh, I've got advantage on initiative 16. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh.
We have a Chester.
Oh, apologies.
No problem, sir. Welcome. We're just about to go into battle.
No, there is a
Excellent.
bit of a problem. Fucking show up on time, you little fraud.
You didn't miss much.
Open evening.
You didn't miss much. They found some bones in the halfstone, and that was it. Halfstone?
Ah.
In the half.
Some dead children are really our usual Thursday evening.
Mm.
I've rolled
Don't
initiative
even
for you,
get
Chester.
Thank you.
Macro, Grindov, Chester, Grildar, Zerxil? You're there? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we begin with one of these fish-like creatures. It moves into the room, sees Makra, points with what looks like some sort of small miniature like trident in its hand, and just shouts, and then runs and takes cover.
Trident is a fork.
No, it's like... I can't explain what it is, actually. Let me have a look. It's a trident. It's a weird-looking trident. Okay, it takes cover behind the table. Macro.
That was a poor decision. Macro darts over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll expand into that space in front of me and stab him with my javelin.
Alright, so you bring up the javelin.
Do I want to rage? Yeah, may as well. Bonus action rage. Use my last one.
Alright, so Lars has finished this argument. He says it's one of those things you pick up trash with outside. One of those, that's what he says it is.
What is?
The forks that they're holding.
Oh, I can't see any forks.
So it is a fork.
Maybe.
And I stab him twice.
If you're making me
17
go
plus 24.
on Twitch.
Alright, they both hit.
24 damage in total.
Yep, I saw it. Alright, so you managed
Wow,
to...
that's some piss poor rolls on the damage. I've rolled max damage on me D4 for being big, but then 1 on the fucking...
Alright, yeah, so...
That's me done.
Yeah, you manage to stab it once, twice, and it lets out this jet of black inky blood as you pierce into it with the dragon javelin. However, it does look like it's trying to dodge your attacks, but failing miserably.
Make me a big boy, please.
I will make you... Stop saying that. Alright, so this one runs in. And goes to attack you, Macro.
No, sorry, I wanted to expand into that space where he is there. I wanted so I had cover next to the wall.
Okay, so he would have ran there. What's your AC, sir?
7. Done.
Alright, so all 3 of his hits hit you. You take...
You little bastard.
3...
Give me the individual damage.
Yeah, right, so 3 piercing damage.
1.
From his bite, as he bites into your arm. Then he brings up that trident, or trash picker-upper, as Lars is calling it, and stabs into your chest twice with it. You take 6 bludgeoning.
Yep.
It's another 6 bludgeoning.
So 3 and 3, yeah.
And then 4 lightning. And you can't take reactions.
Bloody hell.
As the trident hits you in the chest, you get shocked slightly.
Bastard.
Alright, so one of the creatures, the fish creatures that moves into the room, babbling, looks like he's some sort of leader. He has this kind of circlet on, and his trident is longer. And
Excuse me?
I understand that because I also wear a circlet and I'm clearly the leader.
Macro, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Probably not. Nope.
Alright, so suddenly you find your body locked up and paralysed as he finishes casting his spell. And then he moves over here. Gwendeth, your turn.
I would like to position myself so I can properly see Makra get fucked. There we go. Makra's pretty big, so I assume I can't really see that one. Can I see this one?
Yeah, but he's got cover, and it looks like he's dodging.
I mean, I do have sharpshooter.
Ah, there you
You
go.
look behind Macra and notice that if you were to stand behind him, you may have full cover.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're very far away, and I have tiny, teensy dwarf feet. So, what about this one? Can I see this one, or does this one look like he's dodging?
Which one?
This one.
No, but he does have cover, but like I said, sharpshooter, yeah.
Sharpshooter, because
Yeah.
sharpshooter is broken. So I would like to use my broken ability to shoot this man.
Alright, go ahead.
I mark him as my Slayer spray before I do so. And
Of
then I
course.
shoot him twice.
So, the first one misses.
And the second one I assume hits.
No, actually the first one does hit, sorry.
Okay, but fantastic. And there's the Slayer spray damage.
Alright, so 9. 1. Alright, cool.
And then I enter my turn.
Give me a second, I'm just going to roll some saves.
In theory, we are still in these guys' home and killing all of them.
Alright, so Macra, you feel the spell fade away. The paralysation in your body.
Ugh.
Alright,
Bastard.
Chester, you're up.
Well, I'm going to move so that I can see anything at all.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leap onto the table. Oh, there's one!
Oh, there's one.
Just in the nick of time. And I will just see the corner of Macra's flank as well.
Oh yeah, for you as well, Chester. You do look behind Macra, and if you were to realise if you were to stand behind him, you may have full cover.
Ooh.
But you would also smell bugbear, and is that really worth it?
Yeah,
then
that's not
I would
like
be
wet,
good.
electrified bugbear at the moment, though. No,
Not for me. Are they carrying anything with them, Liam, or are they just...
Yeah, they've got these, I'm going to say, forks.
Yeah. Get him with one of those. Clip. This one here, because I can see only what I can see.
Alrighty. Yeah, what? Are you aiming it on the fork?
Yeah.
Alright, so it begins to glow, like, bright red. Con save. And, yeah, it takes the damage and drops the weapon.
Clumsy. Some would even say forgetful.
fucking dreadful.
Oh.
Oh, by the
no.
way, Chester, you do have a point of inspiration.
Oh,
Not
delightful.
for that, though. Not for that.
Not for that. No, lose it for that. You're uninspired.
Well, excellent. Back to 3.
Right, so Macra, you are hit for 6 piercing damage as one bites you.
Bastard.
Zerxel.
Alright. Let us ruin the wee fishy. The one on the right.
Okay. look at that. Alright.
Ooh. Good spookage.
Fails the con save. Yeah, hits. Does quite a bit of damage to it. It looks like it's on its last legs. It like kind of falls to the ground like. Oh, can you make a second attack actually? Sorry, it was dodging, so.
Maybe.
We'll keep the original damage, just the one. Yeah, it still hits.
Cool.
Alright, cool. Alright, so this thing runs in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Runs up to Spook and just goes to charge at him.
Rude.
Hits Spook for a total of 8 bludgeoning damage and 2 lightning. With its little metal fork stabbing, yeah. And as last Potter, it is a shock prod, shock prod. It's a.
Is it a magic weapon?
No, it is not.
Cool.
All right, Grildo, you're up.
All right.
Grildo, get the one at the back.
On it. I'll quick step.
Okay.
Quick step.
And then have 90 feet of movement this turn. That's nice.
Such a fast dwarf.
I have double movement on the first turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, holy crap. The flash.
Speediest dwarf to ever dwarf.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Do you really need to count this out when you've got 18 squares of movement, mate?
Yeah, I do. In case it was difficult right now. I'll run over here.
Yep.
Not the one at the back, sorry about that. Too good here.
Uh-oh. Fuck's sake. How many saves?
One at the back.
I'll sword burst.
Yep. Loads and loads of deck saves, yeah?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. That's 2 failures, 1 pass. Good hit. Both of the ones like directly below Macra take gashes and slashes all up their body.
Okay. And then I'll move over here.
Okay.
And take any OAs if they want.
Okay. Yep, they will do. Your AC's really high, right?
20.
Alright, so you hit for 6 piercing on one of them.
Okay.
Alright, the one that's being beaten down by the group has taken the most damage. Moves here. And goes to attack Spook.
Alright.
Hits Spook for a total of 8 bludgeoning and 5 lightning.
Okay.
And then Macro, you're up, son.
Alright, 15-foot line like that. So get them 3 badges. Recklessly, a big swing, massive swing at these fuckers.
Okie dokie.
So we've got 1, 2, and 3.
All 3 are hits.
Get him. And that is the end of my turn. So fucking swing, trying to skish kebab them the best I can.
I don't
More
understand.
slashing damage than piercing at this point, to be fair. I'm just slashing the head of the spear at him, which I imagine is quite big at this point.
I don't understand why you're using the javelin right now, because we're not underwater. You could just use them all.
I
He didn't bring them all.
on the ship.
He did.
Oh, you didn't bring it. Okay.
Okie dokie, so these ones, just to answer your question, Lars, they've just turned level 7. This one is they just want you to go down, Macro. They're just jabbing their like shock prods at you, and they're going. Oh my! This was very effective. All right, so 1 piercing damage. I'm halving it for you, by the way. Just so you've
Right.
1 piercing, 2 bludgeoning, and then I critically struck you with a shock prod for 12 bludgeoning.
That's half. Jesus Christ.
6. Sorry.
Oh, Liam.
And
Don't
then-
half it in the future. Leave
And
it
then
to me.
afterwards, it's a total of 6 lightning damage.
6 line. Fucking hell, I'm glad I raged.
Yeah, the one in the back line with Grildar up in his grill, kind of steps back, confused that you're up, like, and he just goes, ah, and he's juggling what looks like some sort of radiant ball of fire, but then before throwing it at you, can you make a dex save?
Okay.
Alright, so you take... Turns out that the character sheet hadn't put it in there. 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
Meow.
Hello.
Right, Grendef, you're up.
I
Response.
would like to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm a dwarf, so I can't move any further, unlike other dwarfs. Look at me. I'm gonna shoot this one, because he looks the meanest. But I'll first declare my Slayer's Prey.
Alright.
Oh, that's another 13.
13
today.
13 hits.
Oh.
So a total of 20 piercing?
No, Slayer's Prey.
Ah. I'm always premature.
21!
Yeah, well, you know, every little counts. Every little counts. Right, and the arrow...
William's always premature and make sure that every little counts.
Fuck's sake.
Brilliant.
Anyway, the arrow sinking to its, like, soft, scaly flesh, bursts of this inky blood spatter against Grildar's shield. Chester.
Okay. Gonna run across the table. Actually, we'll run this way first.
Okay.
Gonna. Everyone positions themselves and stuffens my plans.
Wait, doesn't
I'm gonna go here.
hot potato go off again if you're concentrating?
Yes. It should do, indeed. Which is a shame, actually, because I was going to do something else. But that's fine.
You don't have to, like, use it, do you?
No, I use hot potato again, because it's a better spell. Skroom.
Technically, there's not much point doing it because he dropped the item that's affecting.
True.
Yeah, so
so
he won't take any damage, will he? If he's not holding it, he has to be holding it, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, he doesn't have his weapon anymore, so...
Yeah, so I will go here. I'll center a confetti explosion on myself.
On who?
On myself, so that it hits that one, because I can't get more than one. But it's the only offensive shit I got.
You could get
You
two.
can stand in the middle there.
Yeah, but I don't want to hit Spook.
Yeah, Spook's fine.
Yeah? Well, bugger it then. Let's do that.
Alright.
I'll hit Macro as well, but Macro can handle it.
He's a big boy.
He's a
Fucking
big
handle
boy.
you in a minute.
Ooh. In
Alright.
rage mode as well. Hang on,
Alright.
I'm just going to hit it. Give
Yep.
me 2 seconds.
What was that? What did he actually...
Nice.
He's got a party fucking... What's he's got a party whistle, whatever it's called. Yeah, Lars is like, what the
it
fuck
was-
is that?
14 as well, that's amazing.
Oh, great damage.
Ooh, Spook just fastest saved as well.
Yep. Alright, so one of them goes flying up and hits the water again. Nice. And there's... The other one passes, but still takes some damage. Nice work. Anything else?
Ollie Splanabrag. Macro. Give me a sec. I keep forgetting my character sheet and taking it down.
Should have done that before you fucking
Ooh, sir.
shot me, you cunt.
That's how you host a party.
Just so you know, your explainer brags would have been recharged because you were here for an hour.
Oh, sweet. I will read you them now and end my turn.
Alright, cool. The one that you knocked out and it hit the wall of water swims
Yeah.
back and charges at you. Alright, I'm gonna... Fuck you! Lars just said I was grinding some ogres and that scared the shit out of me. Alright, so this is quite... Alright, so Chester, it leaps up onto your back and as you're trying to get it off, bites down, blood sprays out of your shoulder, and then as you jump down, it hits you in the groin with its lightning prod, and you're like, ah, and you get shocked straight in the dick. And then it just brings it back and cracks you around the side of the face. It did a lot. I'm so sorry. So,
Jesus.
7,
I can't believe Chester's fucking dead.
12. So you take 20 bludgeoning damage and 11 lightning.
Ouch.
Fucking hell.
That's
It rolled,
horrific.
it rolled really well. You're lucky. It was one off a crit as well. Would have fucked you.
That would have been absolutely brutal. Might have even finished me as well, to be fair.
Alright, Xerxil.
I'll cackle to keep the ruin upon the one above Chester
Mm-hmm.
and get Spook to finish it off.
Alrighty. One would say that it is on its last 1% of life, as it's knocked to the ground from the necrotic energies
Lovely. I'll gain some temporary HP.
I know, as in it's not dead yet.
Oh,
Like
that's rude.
there was a hint that it might have 1 hit point left.
Oh. I thought
Okay,
you
if
meant
you-
it had 1 hit point and then I attacked it.
But if you say it's on its last 1% of life and it has 1 hit point, it would have had 100 hit points to begin with.
Close.
Round it
Anyway.
up.
Anything else, Axel?
That's me.
All right. This one attacks Spook. It hits Spook for a total of 3 piercing. Bites into it, but Spook's managing to just do his little hula wave to get away from some of the attacks.
It just floats languidly.
Yep. All right. I should have known.
Bursting.
And there's 3 in perfect position, isn't there?
Yep.
Oh, they all failed. No, 1 passed. 1 passed. Alright, so yeah. Burst of ethereal swords slicing open their guts. Anything else, Grouder?
Nope.
Alright, the one that was on the floor now has no trident because it's sitting in the ground sizzling away. Is like points towards the priest-like fish figure, and then just screams something in its own language before trying to bite Macro. Hits Macro for 2 piercing damage.
Is that already halved?
Yeah, that's already halved. And now Macro, you're up.
Just die, you bastards! And another big swing doing that. That's not really going through. That is, though. Yeah, doing that, getting them 3.
Alright.
Oh, 1. Recklessly, sorry.
Reckless. Okay.
2. Oh, get in.
Double 1s. I love it.
Beautiful.
But you do manage to finish the last one off.
Get in.
Yep, just as you crack it across and bits of its bone and teeth come flying out in an explosion. Okay, so yeah, and the middle one managed to do quite an awful backflip away from your kind of feeble attempt to crack it with the javelin.
I think I hit the first one too well, and I've gone too high.
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah.
to not hit Chester as well. I've gone too high, and then I've recuperated on the last one and lunged over Chester.
Appreciated.
Right,
That's me done.
Yeah, that's you done. Okay, so the next one, the one below you, is going to keep attacking you, Macro. He's just vicious. He's in some sort of oh no, tries to bite you, but you just crack him in the jaw, like in your backswing.
Fuck off!
And then you take, oh my god. And then as he goes to attack you with the trident, you manage to just, as you're riding the javelin, to stamp it on his toe back. So you're like, gah, gah, gah. And then he just lashes out with it and cracks you in the kneecap for 1 bludgeoning, 6 lightning.
These little bastards take off a little bit more flesh than them little ones in the spars.
No wonder Macra is always broke.
Just constantly going to Chinese fish parlours to get the fucking
Grilled
shit
up.
eaten off his feet.
As you're like defending against this priest, and he's got his own little electric shock prod in his hand. You see the radiant energy appear above it, and then he goes to slam it down on you. Can you make a dex save? Nice, yeah, and you just manage to awfully dodge out the way as the radiant energy explodes next to your foot.
Fucking hell, Grildar, that one's got the power of God.
Gwendef.
I would like to move here and use my signature spell, Zephyr Strike.
Do you get a bonus because it's your signature one? Do you get extra damage?
I sadly do not. Well, I do get extra damage because it makes this more likely to hit, doesn't it?
Oh, that's a powerful hit.
And he gets a normal shot and the Slayer's Prayer damage.
All close. So the first arrow rips through his stomach and parts of his intestine flop out in front of Grildar. And then the next arrow hits him in the neck and he's like... as he stands there, barely able to keep himself upright.
That's 44 damage.
I know.
Just for the record.
Yeah, I know.
I end my turn.
Alright, Chester, sir.
Right you are. I am going to whip out the quill flute.
Oh.
And I'm going to hit... wow, that's not right, surely.
What?
Well, no, that's why. I know why it's doing that. I'm just gonna hit him with a hideous laughter.
Which
this one here. This one here.
Oh, okay, yes. What do you say to make him laugh?
Oh, I knew you were going to do this, and I didn't have anything prepared.
What?
Hey, want to hear a joke? Macra's penis.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
You need to give me... Next time I'm going to have something prepared, alright?
Hey guys!
Long day, okay?
He just points towards, like, you know, the giant in front of him. Like, he's like... Passes his safe.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Anything else, Chester?
You know, give him advantage because the joke was that bad.
No, yeah.
Exactly. No, I will end there, I think. Yeah, I will. We'll save it.
So the
He's
one...
like a foot high. How would he find Macra's dick size funny?
Yeah, but dick is...
It's probably his size, yeah.
Anyway... the one to your behind you, to your right, Grildar. As you are fighting, you just feel these two light thumps on your back, and then this sharp pain on your arm, and you look to see it's embedded its teeth into you. You take 5 piercing and 4 lightning.
How rude.
All right, Xerxil, you're up.
Cool. Let's ruin the priest.
I fucking love the name of that spell. It's brilliant.
And then Spook can
Fails?
have his way with him.
Alright, so Spook just grabs him goes full, what was that Lord of the Rings game with the Wraith? Can't remember what it's called. Just grabs him by his cheeks, pulls him close, and goes, ah!
Oh, Shadow of Mordor's him.
Yeah, and you just see the priest go, ah! And just fall back.
Lovely.
Ace.
Now I'll take my 10 HP.
Yeah, you
Instead
will.
of a bright white hand on him, I know he's ours.
It does at least, no, 2 big black necrotic marks that are boiling.
More crew for the ship. Like fucking Davy Jones at this point. Anytime we can recruit someone, I was like, more crew.
Okay, so Grildar, behind you, you feel more battering and more like kind of pressure as they're just trying to crack you down, but your armor's just holding back their blows. And Grildar.
Yeah. I'll get in here. And, which one's looking worse, left or right?
Left.
Well, he's gonna keep looking just as he is now for a while.
Yeah, you bring the Forster up, and he sees it coming. As you fling it towards him, it hits the wall of water behind him, and just kind of... then floats down. Right, Macro.
Oh, and you stood exactly where my fucking big swing is. Ace. Let's just try to finish one of these fuckers off. The one that's right next to me, I'll try to stab him.
Alright.
Hey, team.
Yeah, that definitely is. You just jab the dragon javelin straight through his guts and rip it out. And because of its serrated nature, it tears chunks of flesh out.
Dead in. Not dead.
Nope.
I'll hit him again.
Misses.
Bastard. Oh, I should have said I was fucking sacking reckless. I'm so bad at that. Never mind. And no go.
Yep. Alright, and then it tries to retaliate. Successfully biting you.
It's
And
not
then-
even got advantage.
No, and then cracking you twice with the electric prod, so I'm halving them for you. 2 piercing.
Alright.
4 bludgeoning in total. And then 7 lightning.
I love the fact that the small fishmen with attacking us with utensils is harder than the illithid.
They fucking smashed us, man. I'm nearly dead. Just it. I'm looking a bit rough.
It's always the way, and you know it, right? This is just
Fucking
luck.
murlocs with cutlery, and they just
Fucking this is what we get for invading that Murky's house and fucking shanking him. It's like gang warfare. This is.
What?
brilliant.
He just went. Anyway, Gwendef, your turn.
I would like to mark this one my Slayer's prey,
Ah, okay, yep.
and then shoot him with a bow.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
Very hard.
Alright, yeah. One hits him in the back of the neck, the other the base of the spine, and he crumples into death. There's no chance he was surviving that.
And then I move 5 feet and end my turn.
How cool was that? Adrian. No biggie, then I end my turn. Alright, Chester, you're up.
I shall indeed. So I'm just doing some light editing. And I will look. I'll sort Macro out. I'll play my quill flute again.
Why is it so funny every time he says quill flute?
Quill flute.
Why isn't there a sound effect for the quill flute?
Well, I didn't want to start pissing people off. That's for why. Because I could do it all night.
Alright, who's this on?
Macro.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think your microphone's fucked up, by the way, Curtis. We're not using the main microphone anymore.
Can you just randomly switch to the webcam?
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, okay.
It sure did.
Alright, so after you're healed, Macro, the one to Grildar's left sees the battle going sideways, disengages. Runs. Xerxil.
Ruin the fish that's still here.
Stop.
Nope. And spook him.
Alright, yep. Spook hits him. I'm gonna... Until you're fixed, I'm gonna mute you, because we can hear all the background noise. Alright, so... yeah, Spook cracks across his spine with his ghostly hand, and you see the necrotic boil over.
And then Spook will move over to the other one, so he can have attack of opportunity if he wants.
Oh, well, you'll take it. He does hit Spook for 5 piercing. Grildar.
Yep, I will try and set Spook in what Spook's doing. So I'll shoot a 4-start. The one's leaving. And my spell attacks are just glorious today.
Yeah, you just fling it and it just hits the ground right in front of you. Like, what happened?
And then I'll move in after it.
Alright, cool. Are you gonna... Yep, fair enough. That's water, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll move so I can avoid the OA.
Yeah, you dive into the wall of water and begin swimming after them. Alright. Macra. You all good, Macra?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, you're perfect. Go ahead, son.
See what you little shit. Stab.
Alright, so the first one, you manage to pierce it through its skull, and then as you rip out and go to swing, you miss, but it was already crumpling to the ground dead.
Oh, bastard. Right, and I'll start chasing after this other one that's started going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've got half movement. Have I got half movement? Yeah. Is it in here?
You do. Yeah.
1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. How many have I got? 40. So I've got 8. I can actually get to there. Get in. Done.
Yep. All right. Chest. No, it's Gwendef. Sorry.
I mean, I move at 25 piece. I'll just plop down on the chair.
Just pop down. Fair enough.
Job well done.
It's wet out there, you know. I end my turn.
Is that it? You don't even... Okay.
Look, it's very, you know, I don't want to dash and then get wet.
Got to dry out her hair again. It's going to be a whole deal.
Alright, okay, so I guess I'll leave it to Chester then.
Oh, what the shit? Where is everyone?
You've all dived out the front, out the door to your left.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. I will follow. Splish, splash, splosh.
You dive into the wall of water. You've only got one more square left.
Oh, I can't get in them. Poopy loopy.
Your torch goes out as well.
Yep. I'll go here.
Okay.
I can't do anything at all, really.
Oh, no, wait. No. He doesn't have a torch. He just... Remember, this is just his, There's light
yeah,
down
yeah,
here, but
yeah.
there's not a lot because of how deep you are. Yeah. So you can.
Have you not got an offensive cantrip?
I do not. I don't. Oh yeah, I do. I've got Compton Assault, but I can't speak underwater.
You can if you've got water breathing.
Yeah, you got rebuffed with it.
True enough. True enough. Your mother was sushi, and she was delicious.
That's the first use of compulsant we've had in ages.
Oh, I wish I could give you it, but you rolled a natural 20 on his save.
Oh no!
It was so good, but he goes. Oh, so bad. I'm so.
Just grim times. Is it halved or is it completely thrown out when
No,
it's?
it's completely thrown out. I'm afraid.
Rubbish.
Okay, so he reaches forward with his trident, jabs Grildar, and that man manages to hit for 3 bludgeoning and 4 lightning, and you can no longer take reactions.
Rude.
Then jabs Makra, but Makra's thick hide kind of absorbs it and then tries to run.
I was about to say, surely if he uses disengage and then swim, he's quicker than it.
No, he's trying to.
No.
You can obviously tell he's trying to get you to. Never mind. Anyway, yeah. So you can't take reactions, Grildar, and then he bites Makra for 1 damage and then tries to retreat. And Makra, you do get an attack for opportunity if you wish to take one.
Yes, I do. Big money, no whammy, big money. 26, 15.
And just as he's trying to retreat, you crack him around the back of the skull, and he falls down and floats in the water, leaving this black, inky blood everywhere.
Straight through the back of his skull.
And that is the end of combat.
And then I'll swim back into the I imagine he's good eating as I shake myself like a dog. With Murky still on the end of my javelin.
Love you call them murkies.
Quite difficult. I'm struggling for spells.
Right then. Do you reckon we have a breather here and then continue exploring the rest of the city? Seems like we've pretty much done it.
Yeah, you're right there, Macron.
Sorry?
Are you alright there? You seem to be tinting the waters a bit.
I'm not too bad. I'll live.
Alright then. Let's see what these guys have got. Maybe their rods are useful.
What?
Sorry.
Why is everything an innuendo with you guys?
Sorry,
I'm gonna ruin the fish.
That was unintentional.
Okay, so you do a quick look around, and yes, their forks are made of a mixture of silver and electrum.
Mm-hmm.
You can collect up to there are 4 of them that are worth 5 gold pieces each.
We could sell them.
The question was, can I use them as like stabbing rods for other?
No, they do. Let me take a quick look at them.
Can we outfit our crew with them?
Oh no, sorry. Okay, so you won't be able to
Outfit them in the kitchen.
You won't be able to use the lightning ability on them, but they do act basically like short spears. They're 1d6.
Well, I will leave the rods as they are. I have no interest in the rods anymore.
Okay.
Apparently, when you kill them, the rods are just no use.
They're in there.
Lose all the sting.
They like were channeling their own lightning through them.
It's like we've defanged the snake.
Can we stop?
Probably not.
Probably not. Right then, what do we reckon? Are we having a breather here, or are we going to continue? They actually really quite hurt.
Yes, please.
Ducks will not mind.
We're staying here for the night, or we're just catching our breath?
I am indifferent, but if we stay here for the night, we have to watch out because our water breathing only lasts a day.
Yeah, you've got about 20 hours left of it.
I imagine we've got. No, I think we've got like. If we stay the night now, we've got a long period of daytime tomorrow as well. I think we'd be alright.
You won't be able to get a long rest here. You'll be able to get a rest if you want to stay here for like 6 to 8 hours, but you've literally slept about 5 hours ago. 5, 6.
Right, that's an issue. Right, go on then, let's just catch our breaths then, and then we'll add on.
Dips on the big chair. Oh, I sit in the big chair.
It's actually more like a sofa for you. It's quite good.
I sit on the big sofa.
Mm.
So
Soon to be my admiral's chair.
Your what's chair? Admiral's chair?
That's exactly what I said.
Can we take a short rest? Does it go off without a hitch?
It does indeed. If you wish to take a short rest.
I've got no fucking rages left, which is slightly worrying, but I think we'll be alright.
You're just really relaxed. You feel like you had a Korean massage. You just can't get mad at anything right now.
Get in.
What's in the thing down here?
Okay, so that was part of the library that you guys were actually... I did mention that there's 2 sets of library, that you would have come down here to carry some of the books and scrolls up.
Well, those were some magical hit dice rolls. Jesus. 2, 1, 1. Nice.
I'll just be over here having full health.
Alright guys, so you finish your short rest. And what would you like to do?
Oh, I've got literally no spells.
No, you said we went past all the interesting stuff, so now we're gonna look at the interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right.
85, that takes me.
Explore the dungeon, friends. You can move your tokens freely.
Don't call me a friend, buddy.
I'm just working out my HP. Well, I tell you what, boys, I've not got too much fighting left in me today. Well, I'm feeling better, but I've not really. I'm kind of like them cattle prods, just kind of lost my vigor.
Right, you are. I feel like a empty sock, devoid of such love.
I feel more like the full sock. Oh, did I fill the sock? Definitely did I fill the sock. Right, go on then.
Do you guys not do well underwater? Is your
Very poorly, actually.
Alright, so you dive back into the wall of water and begin swimming.
You know, wall of water is just a really nice word.
I've realised we've not explored the rest of it. Did we end up exploring the entire library, even though we haven't actually done it on the map?
Nope. Oh, no, yeah, you did. Sorry, yes. The entire library was explored.
Alright, okay. It's just not lit up on my map. I'm going to do it very quickly with my character's token now, so I can see shit. Alright, well, let me drag you through walls. That's annoying. Alright, yeah, it was just that other room. Sound. Oh, this is an issue. I'm not trapped in this room.
Would you like me to move you?
Please.
You goddamn.
I do understand why it let me in, but wouldn't let me out.
I want to say you goddamn Curtis, because that is what he is.
Rob.
Alright, so you're knocking on this door?
Just opening it.
Okay, so what's revealed is some sort of temple dedicated to... you see a mosaic on the ceiling of like a sunshine, like a sunrise, sorry, beaming all across the ceiling, and the colours haven't faded, so you've got these bright reds and oranges and all kinds of kind of beautiful colours. However, on the far side of the room, there is an altar with a corpse on it. Corpse of a human female.
In what state?
Very well preserved. In fact, if you get closer, you notice that she's... You don't not quite tell whether she's dead or not, but she's definitely preserved. No rot, no decay. Her eyes are closed and her hair kind of floats around in the water behind her, but she's laid gently upon the altar and her like body seems to just float about maybe an inch off of the altar, so you can see and her arms float slightly upwards.
No, I'm just going to go have a look to see if there's any writing or anything around.
Okay, make an investigation check.
18.
Yes, okay. There is lots and lots of like scribblings that are.
Soxel, no,
Oh, okay.
Spiker, no stealing.
Lots of scribbles on the wall by those creatures, but you don't quite understand their language.
Can any of you read what this says, Chester? Perhaps.
I will have a look now. I'll have a look.
Can I poke her foot?
Yeah, she just begins to slowly spin around.
Can I
Are we
make
talking
it?
here? Is it still underwater?
You can talk. If you've got, if I've always said, if you've got water breathing, you can speak.
Can we? Oh, can we talk to each other then?
Yep.
I thought it was just that we could cast spells. Never mind.
So Chester, what are you doing to understand this?
Well, I'll have a whatever you need me to do. I'll have a little try and see if there's anything that I can see.
Just a general intelligence check.
Yep, will do. I'm not very intelligent as it goes.
I'd
That's
like
saving
to
throw.
spin her like a Beyblade.
No.
Yeah, you notice that she's beginning to spin freely around the water as you're pushing her legs. You know, like seesaw. Like she slows down just in time for you to grab her ankles and push her back around again.
I would like to distance myself from whatever this is.
I want to spin her like a Beyblade is a fantastic euphemism.
It really is very.
Oh, for God's sake! All right. So Chester, you have no clue what any of the depictions and the runes and the symbols. They're like crude cave paintings. You can't quite understand.
Nothing.
Is it everyone doesn't understand the language?
Yeah.
Or
Well, I don't think anyone has that language.
probably not.
With some time, perhaps we could decipher it. But
Oh
not
no
on-
way! Someone might. Does anyone know Undercommon?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, I know Goblin. It's pretty similar.
Really.
So, what are you doing with her?
Spinning her,
Oh,
obviously.
I know not what you're doing. I'm talking to the rest.
I'm just eyeing Xerxil disapprovingly.
Yeah.
And,
He's just having a whale of a time.
Mhm. I want to have a look around the rest of the room. Like anything interesting about these manacles or these chains on the floor?
Yeah. Okay. So you realise that this seems a bit weird. Like it's definitely a temple dedicated, an ancient Neferese temple dedicated to some sort of deity, but it looks like whatever these creatures are outfitted as some sort of hideout, and there's like obviously they've kept a prisoner here. You can see the chains kept something by it. It's got manacles for the legs and manacles for the hands as well.
All right. Then one more very important question: how is she floating on water underwater?
It's weird. It's like it's like the altar has some sort of. The moment Xerxil lets her go, she just kind of floats back towards it again, as if it's attracting her.
It wasn't serious, but thanks.
Oh. No, but there is something you can see something magical about the altar.
Yeah. Well, definitely something going on here. I'm not sure if it's of much interest to us. Well, let's try something. I want to like take out a. What do I have that I want to take out? Is it I'll just take out like 5 bull bearings out of my bag, which has 1,000 in them, and just like let go of them above the water to see what happens to them.
Okay, so they get what above the altar.
Yeah, to see if they float down in a similar manner.
Yeah, they float down in a very similar manner and then just stop maybe an inch above.
I wonder what this thing's purpose used to be. Thoughts?
Just that we can crack it open.
I mean, what would that achieve?
Maybe there's shit in there.
Can I push her out of the way and try and float in the space?
Yeah, okay, so you push her out. You push her out of the way, and she becomes like as buoyant as everyone else. Her body just used to then float against the wall and just stick there, stay there. But how you realise, yes, the moment you swim above it, you feel slight attraction, like pulling your body down. Not strong, very weak. But you go and you sit above it, and suddenly you feel like you wouldn't need water breathing.
Ah.
Spook spins me like a Beyblade.
Whee!
I would like to
And
distance myself further.
The ball bearings begin orbiting Xerxil like he's some sort of planet.
When he's
Never
thrown up,
moons.
that's going to be a horrific sight. Underwater cyclone of vom of wherever he's been fucking eating whilst he's been down here.
I'm gonna check the body out quickly.
Alright. You can make an make an Arcana check.
Twill.
Well done. Xerxil, breathe okay here. It's magic.
Yes, I figured as much.
Okay, so Chester, you are investigating the body and just making sure like she's dead, but you notice something on the nape of her neck, a symbol, and it's slightly glowing. Like it would have been very difficult if you hadn't been looking for it and her hair was in the way. She is under the effect of a gentle repose spell.
Interesting. Gentlemen, lady, appears we have something we could potentially... Well, a rare opportunity indeed. Check this out.
Chester,
I'll show the symbol to everyone, sorry.
Chester, please don't talk about opportunities while touching a dead woman's body.
Let's not go there, guys.
I'll spin her like a Beyblade.
I don't... All of what you're doing at this temple seems really weird and disrespectful, and...
Macro puts his loincloth back on.
Fuck's sake, Curtis.
Jesus.
Can we not?
Oh, so Macron's allowed to tell the joke.
No! No, Curtis just went ahead and did it. Before I even could stop him.
When he gets bigger, is
No!
he like does it tear off? Does he need a new one every time?
No,
It has like a little roof. It's like a patch.
Everything in possession gets bigger and does an extra 1d4 damage. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, so I'll show everyone
you full cover.
that symbol.
Oh, my apologies. Thanks for the follow, Soul Warrior 01. Sorry we missed that.
That makes you follow.
Alright, so guys. It's impossible! What are you guys
We know what he's here for.
Right, so this gentle repose, this makes it so we can bring her back to life easier then, yeah.
That would be the way, I guess, yes.
I imagine she's got quite a lot of useful information.
Strange it lasts so long.
Why does it not normally last this long?
Not as long, suspect, down here.
So if we were to take her to the ship, would we be able to do it quickly enough, or...
Maybe.
Have you got anyone on the ship that can bring her back to life?
We do have a very squiddy cleric.
Oh yeah,
Frank.
the squid guy. Where the fuck's our underwater elf gone, the little shit?
Well, he's not an underwater elf, he's just an elf with water breathing.
Oh, he's a water elf.
Macra asked him to stay. Got
I
fish.
told him to skin that hag and then catch up with us. Seems like he's been skinning it for ages. We'll see if we find anything else. To be fair, we've not found anything else that needs skinning yet. Maybe caviar lad in there.
Just really likes hags.
I will return to the surface with her then.
Well, before we decide to do that, we know that anything preserved in here will stay in that state. Perhaps we should take something that's also been preserved and take it out just to see if it instantly decomposes. If
Oh yes, if,
Atlantics once told me that sometimes if you do that, time catches up with the object, so to say.
so let's see if the time catches up with it, or if it just continues to be reserved, but for not as long as it would be down here.
May I make a suggestion? Our cleric can breathe underwater, just bring the cleric here.
He's a bit of a pussy though, isn't he?
But we already killed everything threatening.
Yeah. Well, we haven't cleared all these buildings out. Let's make sure we have killed absolutely everything, and then we'll come back to her.
Alright, so you're leaving the gentle reposed cadaver of this woman under here.
It doesn't look
I'll
like she's
pour her
going
back
anywhere.
on a place where she stays in position. This is with his loincloth still on, by the way.
Will you stop?
Never.
Alright, okay, so anything else?
No.
No.
Exit the room.
Like I said before, there's a cannon here with what looks like the remains of like a rowboat that had sunk to the bottom, and you see the corpse of something there, like a skeleton, right next to the fountain.
Still really want the cannon.
We'll
Later,
have to
McGraw.
take a few trips down here.
I'll open the store.
Would the
Okay.
chain on the boat get down this far?
No.
We had already problems landing the boat next to the thing.
Okay, so Grilda, as the door opens, what you see inside here is an old kind of like small apartments. There's a bed in the corner, chest of drawers. Everything's kind of floating around the room slowly, like slightly. And you've disturbed the water as you've pushed against it. No, from the door. There's robes that kind of look like those empty cloaks that you had fought above, kind of floating in here, just languidly in the water.
I dart the robes.
Just go straight through it, pins it to the far wall.
Okay. After that, I'll open the dress to see if there's any documents or anything in there that might be of interest.
Okay.
And fuck you if it's a mimic.
Don't give me ideas. No. Okay, so you look around the room, and it's very easy to find that there are some expensive robes here that have been preserved, just like everything down here. However,
So there's a hole in one.
yeah, there is a hole in one now.
Yeah.
And on the far right wall,
Mm-hmm.
you find a painting, small, like a portrait. That's it. A portrait of what looks like an elderly gentleman in kind of silver breastplate with a helm underneath his arm, looking quite regal and happy.
Right. Can I make a history check to see if I know anything about it?
You sure as hell can. Right.
18?
Well, what you can tell is it's what it reminds you of is a knight of Pelor.
Mm-hmm.
However, the symbol's wrong. Like, it's the sword with the sun rays. But everything about it just gives you that kind of that holier than thou.
Yeah, he is a bit of a prick, isn't he?
Yeah, you're getting that kind of feel from it.
Okay. Will this fit into the bag of holding?
Oh yeah, it's like a small portrait, like you know, about maybe 8 by 12 inches.
Okay. Should I put a reference in there?
Yes. Put general, and put Neferes. So I remember what it is. I've got the notes down. So.
Yep.
Bollocks. Just came back from the loo and I've no fucking clue where anyone is. Ah, there we go.
Okay. And I'll just shut the door again.
Okay.
McCry, do you want to get that one?
Yep. And I'll bust through this one.
Yeah. Okay. So weirdly enough, this one looks empty. Like no one had moved in. Just completely empty.
Boring. I haven't found a door to this one, to the south of us.
Just want to have a proper look inside and see if there's actually nothing there.
Okay. You can make an investigation check.
22?
Fuck me, you literally got 2 above what you need. Alright, so so as you're exploring the room, taking a minute, you find a loose cobble, like a loose flag. Pull it up and go, wait a minute, and there's like a layer of coins. And then you begin moving up the next cobble. More. You're like, wait a minute. And everyone is moving on, like, Grilda doesn't come back. You've moved about 4 or 5 flags, layer of coins. You want to keep going?
At this point, I'll just shout out to Mekra to come back.
Right.
Oh, it's kind of like, you know, kind of like you're shouting into,
Wow,
yeah, like
bro.
you're shouting into like your hand because of the underwater. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot of Electrum coins, a lot.
Could you give me a hand with this, Mekra?
Yeah.
And,
I'll stop dumping this into my backpack, and we shouldn't open the bag of holding down here. I imagine that sounds like a plan.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, do I know how a bag of holding works with water?
I'd say you were intelligent enough to, yeah.
So would it like flood in and destroy it, or would it
We just have a
only
lot of
take
water.
water in if I if I actually like usher water in? Like, how does that work?
I'm gonna say that you can choose what goes in and out. Like, it's a normal bag until you put something like, you know, like you activate the magical item and stuff.
Right. Okay.
So you can open it underwater and water won't rush in and fill the entire bag
Yeah,
of it. And all your items come piling out.
Very useful. I guess we're just dumping handfuls of coins into the bag of holding then. As we go. We've not actually got that much room left in it with the fucking all the tomes and shit in, so I guess we're filling stacks and stuff with it as well.
Important question: is the water here salty or fresh?
Salty.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
was thinking
definitely
it would be a nice supply to have like 500 pounds of fresh water in the bag of holding on the boat.
No, you just got a really, really fucking big thirst on.
It was fresh water at first, but then Liam made us fight the cloakers, and since then,
and that's it. The salt on your tears has made this part of the ocean that much saltier.
yeah.
I thought we were on about messing with the dead girl before we made it salty, but obviously Adrian was coming from a more wholesome place.
You're the worst, Curtis. I'll look at my dictionary in a bit, and I bet there's a picture of you right next to worst. But it won't be because it's a German dictionary. It'll just be a picture of a sausage.
Right, are you collecting up the Electrum coins then?
Yep.
Can you do me a favour then, Macro? No, not Macro. I'll let Grildar do it because he found it. Can you roll me 50d10? You got 279 Electrum coins from that.
All right.
Get in. Is that a good
Someone add
roll
that
or
to
a
the-
bad roll on average?
Slightly above average.
Yeah.
Can someone add that to the party loop, please?
279.
And Chester, what you're noticing is they are Neferese coins. They're like ancient Neferese coins. They're like, you know, and they're going to be. You think that, especially Grildar, that they'd be worth more to certain people and less to certain others. You know, that type of coin.
Yep.
Excellent.
So make sure you write in the party loop that they're Neferese coins.
279 pieces.
Make quite the buck. Certain collectors. Shame most of them are in Mokhul.
Huh. So we could sell them as almost as collector items as well, so they're for a bit more value. Saved. Sound. Let's keep going. Is this a window down here? Or
Yeah, that is a window, but the window's been smashed through. And there's no glass to be found, but you can see into what used to be some sort of restaurant or tavern.
Ooh, I'll swim around. I'll go through the broken window, and I'll raid the liquor to see if there's any preserved alcohol.
Funny enough, there is. There is some brandy,
Okay,
but still with the cork in and everything.
Get in. Did the cork stop? See what's getting in? I guess down here, because it's magically preserved, it would be. I was wondering if it would be normally.
There is also some empty bottles and some glass floating around. Some of the chairs are broken. There's evidence of a scuffle here. Most of you can see, like, on one side of the wall, there is a large bolt, like a scorpion bolt, but unlike you've any seen, it looks like it's made out of some rare metal, and it's got like kind of symbols all up it. Those of you who have proficiency in history can roll it.
I shall.
Alright, so the runes that are on it are peculiar only because you've studied this maybe once or twice before in the past, Grildar, but the peoples that come from the land of Nordrak or Rhineland have a different alphabet in common to what the rest of the world do. And they're called like Nordrak runes. It's got them all up it.
Right. Well, this is strange. Mix of cultures here. Most of these things so far we've seen are A 3, if I'm not mistaken. This is definitely out of place.
What was it he was looking at getting, sorry?
A scorpion bolt, like a Helipolis bolt.
Ah, so it looks like one that's been fired into here.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and it's got like a bit of a chain
Right.
attached to the end that's no longer attached to anything.
it was not necessarily just the Asgardians that shot them down. It sounds like they had help from someone as well. Right, that is bizarre, yeah. It has only been... I think that's been fired into here, though, by them, has it? They were attacking the Nerees as well, Neferees.
Yeah, but it's strange that it's in a town.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something you bring along usually.
Maybe it landed here.
Hmm.
A bolt, so interesting. Gwendeth pretends as she's looking for more liquor.
Okay, make an investigation check then, Gwendolyn. Let's see what you find. Alright, so as everyone else is like looking at this massive bolt, you see oh, that's one thing as well, Grilda, and the rest of you. You do notice that the bolt tip is adamantite. However, Gwendeth finds a trapdoor, opens it up, and it's a bit strong, and then you peer down into the darkness, and with your dark vision, you see rows and rows and rows underneath here of wines and brandies.
Macra! Jackpot!
Oh, beautiful.
Meanwhile, I'm checking whether I can remove the tip of this bolt.
Right, yeah, it's going to take some strength to get it out of the wall.
Right. Mokhul, could you give me a hand here?
2 seconds. I was just like stuffing my belt through full of like fancy wines.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you get like a bunch of fancy Neferese wines and brandies.
Get in. A bunch of.
Yeah, I'm assuming you can carry like 6 bottles or so.
Yeah.
Perfect, adding 6 bottles of liquor.
Of brandy and wine.
The crew are gonna love us once we get back.
They always love us. We were always thinking about them and ourselves, but mainly and sometimes them.
And rebellions.
Rip this barb out of the wall. Do I even need a roll?
Yeah, you need to make a athletics check if you want to yank it out.
Yeah, I'll help so I can do it with advantage.
Oh, nice. Get in.
Alright, you actually managed to succeed by 4. So you... And then he yanks it clean out. And it being underwater, it's easier for you to carry Macra at the moment. You can kind of like move it along. But you feel like this thing weighs... I don't know how much you can carry. I think it's like 400, isn't it?
Something ridiculous.
This bolt itself weighs 280 pounds.
Alright.
I think I can carry 1,200.
Your scorpions won't be able to fire it, but...
Oh yeah, I'm not going to bring the whole bolt. I just want to take that adamantine off of it.
Yeah, can we just take the head off?
You think there might be a lengthy process?
Can we just work the head?
Is it a lengthy process of just taking a sharp tool to it and just cutting it off?
You don't think so? You can try that if you want.
Or snapping it, or don't snap the head off. How thick's this shaft are we talking about?
We're talking.
I knew he was gonna go there.
Work this head off.
Well, I don't know. Do you want a diameter or should I go for like width?
just shoot me with your hands.
It's
like-
called girth, right?
How long and thick is this head?
I'd say about 1.5 foot in diameter. Yeah, 1.5
It's like a full tree. Oh,
Yeah.
like with it, and we only want the head.
Did you want to try to break it then? Break it off then, Grilda?
Fucking massive. I don't know if we can
Not
get
me.
through it all this. We need a fucking table saw. Get this guy off.
Will you? Fuck's sake! Why is there so much dick innuendo tonight?
There's a bunch of dicks here.
I think it's because we have the spirit of Lars with us.
Yeah, he's literally in the chat, just channeling in his filth.
Brilliant. We'll leave it here for now. I might swim it up later, but for now I'm going to leave it there. I just look at it like there's far too much effort to move now.
No, like I said, you can carry it.
Yeah, I can't be able to carry it everywhere. I'll leave it here and I might take it up as the last whip round. I'll grab the body, I'll grab the bolt, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go in and open this door here, see what's in the back of this tavern, this restaurant.
It leads out into an alleyway.
Oh, is it dirty?
I'm not going to answer that.
She's got somewhere to take that dead body to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll look through the windows in this other little building here.
It looks like a storeroom for the tavern. There's barrels all floating around. There's shelves and shelves of what looks like foodstuffs.
I'll go back and physically grab Gwendeth by the arm and then like, pull her out here. And then just like grab her head and make a look through the window.
Mm-hmm.
I look through the window.
Like I said, foodstuffs and crates and barrels.
Maka, I love this place.
This is the best place ever. We'll make a mental note to come back here to nick all the barrels of beer and alcohol for the crew.
Yeah, I imagine we just like stay at this, have our boat anchored for like a week and just load everything on the ship we can carry.
Just start stuffing. It's gonna be really disappointing when like we take it all up there and it just like ages 200 years and all turns to shit. Tell you what though, the wine's gonna be ace. Like 20 years old, aged now, 220 when we take it up there. It's gonna be fantastic.
Is that a theory we have that's just checked though?
I'm struggling. Chester, come closer. I'm struggling to understand you under the water. And your microphone's not being very good, apparently.
Apologies. Is that not a theory we have thus yet to check?
Yes, we do need to experiment with that. We'll probably experiment with some of the food. I imagine we can tell with that pretty quickly.
Yes.
And we can see what we can do with the underwater dead check.
Let us do it now.
Yeah, I guess if you want to go swim up whilst we're exploring.
Uh-huh.
You're pretty much out of magic, you were saying, anyway. You can't really cast anything.
Pretty much as useless as a flopper's foot. So hand me one of them there pieces of food, if you have one.
I don't know, you're a pretty good meat shield still, but I'll barge through and grab some food stuff and get Chester to just go and swim it up.
So some of what you notice is you're grabbing some of this food stuff is like some of it is a very peculiar looking like food, nothing you've ever seen before, like plant life wrapped up in leaves, and then you've got what look like a weird type of purple vegetable with these yellow stems.
I shall take them to the surface.
They're weird, but like I say, just see if they rot instantly or not. And we'll let Chester go and swim to the surface while we continue to explore.
While you're in there, you do also notice some weapons stored away in some lockboxes, daggers, arrows.
Improvements for the crew, or about the same quality?
They look like tools, yeah. They're preserved.
Yeah, no real improvement though. It'd just be additional stuff to what the crew's already got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll ignore most of them. We'll probably just take up the food instead. Just for some varieties if it does work.
I mean, we've already agreed to just stay here for a few days, so might as well just take everything, right?
Yeah. Seems like a bit of a waste of magic abilities to... Whatever.
It's a ritual, though. We could, like, take half the crew with us and just carry it up.
Yeah, I guess we could do it as a big... If we could take multiple people at a time, that'd work.
So let's just finish clearing this out and then loot all the loot.
Oh, yeah, there is that. Alright, go on then. See what's in this one.
I knock, because I am polite.
The door's slightly ajar. Then you just...
I open the door.
Alright, so first things first, you immediately go for your bow as you see a giant toad in front of you, but then you calm as you realise it's a statue of a giant toad.
That is... weird interior decoration.
You feel... because
I like it.
Yeah, you feel like it was dragged here, because you can see the moss and the algae all over it.
Sorry, I lost them on the map. Where'd they go?
We're here.
To the right.
Oh. That's why I missed.
Who would drag a giant toad and why?
I'll move Chester for him.
Zaxel would.
Well, don't forget I was moving up. So I'd left myself where I was.
Okay.
Maybe,
what?
Maybe the fishy people.
Why would you drag it, Zaxel? What would what would the reason be?
Looks good.
It does?
Yeah.
Where would you put it?
Swamp.
Ah, Xerxil, can you make a... Ooh. Just a perception check. Alright, there's something off about this statue, something familiar.
Okay, can I investigate it further?
You may. Alright, so you get closer, and do you touch it, or are you just going to investigate it?
Sure, why not? I mean, Zaxil's not exactly cautious.
No, okay, so you go to touch it and scrape your hand across it, moving some of the algae, and beneath all that algae is like a faint kind of glowing green energy or stone from it, very similar to the dragon statue from home.
Oh, Zaxil knew he liked. Looks like home. I'll start cleaning it.
Alright, everyone else, can you make a constitution saving throw? Grildar's fine. Grildar, something not right about that statue, and you have to get out of the room. You just swim out. You're like, I can't be near it, basically. Unless you want to stay, purposely.
Well, can I stay and watch? Does the feeling go away if I do that?
No, it does not. It gets worse. The more he disturbs the statue, the more the water around you becomes insufferable, and the more you feel like you're going to vomit.
Just vomit.
Yeah, you're getting a kind of really hard, wrenching pain in your chest and stomach. And you're like, you can breathe underwater a moment, so you feel it burning as it goes up your nostrils.
Alright.
Do I need to roll?
I'll back away and take a few steps around.
Mm-hmm.
And just ask Xerxil, what the hell is going on?
Gwendef, however, you take 2 points of exhaustion, same as Chester. And you immediately, see Gwendef fall to the ground, go pale, like swim to the side, and then vomit just comes out of her mouth, and she's immediately going gaunt. Your eyes are sunken in, you have to get out of there. You swim out to take some sort of breather away from the statue.
Fuck toads. Just in general.
What the fuck is going on?
Don't go in the toad room.
Wow,
Anyway.
what's up with it? And then go in and immediately throw up, I imagine.
You roll con. You feel sick, you're repulsed, you just can't go near it.
Oh, fucking hell. What's the idea behind that?
Disgusting.
And you just see that Xerxil's moving the algae just fine around it. Not even affecting him. And he's loving it. In fact, he seems to be more energetic near it.
Gwenda now has 5 movement.
2 points of exhaustion, Jesus Christ.
However, both
That's rough, buddy.
both Gwendef and Chester noticing like splits opening on their arms and hands, and on their, you see it on their faces. Blood is beginning to leak out.
I'm doing the boat, if I can.
Yeah, you can get away from it.
But to be fair, I was swimming up before, but I'll keep swimming upwards.
Yep. Okay, you swim. Keep swimming.
I'm gonna go hit up our cleric.
Alright, so you're swimming up as well.
Yeah.
Magua, can we take?
Can we fuck?
Thank you.
Vomiting in the corner still.
Yeah. You are feeling
I'm guessing it's
very weird.
ridiculously heavy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I should really Google how much this type of material weighs.
What's going on with it? What is it? Why?
Lots of magic power. Like statue back home.
Why
Gives
is it turning
Zaxil a blessing.
Why is it turning my stomach then?
Maybe doesn't like you.
I don't like him.
Zaxil
like the Sunken City outhouse here.
I was about to say, yeah, as you go to check in, that is literally a shitter. Isn't it?
Yeah, I'll go throw up in there then.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. It's underwater.
No, it doesn't work. It just kind of floats up around your face and gets all in your fur.
Grim.
It's like when you're drunk and something seems like a really bad idea, and then you do it, and you realize, oh shit, this is the worst thing I could have possibly done.
I'll go and
It's
open
the
this room.
strongest familiar I can summon. Don't think it's going to work.
I'll go and open this room here to see if there's anything to explain this toad.
Alright, so you open this room, and thankfully there is no statue of a faintly glowing green toad. But there are tables and some sort of maybe archaic alchemy set. You see there are small tubes of glass set against the wall, large flat-bottomed vials.
Grother,
Yes.
there's like a pharmacy in here. What's going on?
I'll have a look.
Apothecary. That's the medieval word for it.
I'll actually go and have a look.
Grodar, we're going back 4 or 5 years now. When you were a Blood Knight, these tools that you're seeing around here, you saw once before.
Mm-hmm.
The God King sent you and your crew on a mission a long time ago to find some alchemy set. It was very weird because you had to get in, steal it, and get out. It was from Phoebo, well, an area near Phoebo, and you just took it back and thought nothing of it. But that's the last time you saw one of those. But it's like some sort of distillery set, but you never really knew what it was. It was a very easy mission, and you don't know why the God King sent Blood Knights after them.
Right. Well, let's take out a blanket from the bag of holding, wrap it up in there, put it back in.
Alright, so you're taking some of it, yeah?
As much as I can. Yeah, I don't know how much there is.
Alright, can you write down on your inventory then? If you take it, it's a physician's set.
Why are you bagging this stuff up? Where is it?
Well, I'm not really sure, but well, saw this some time ago, and was sent on a mission to retrieve something quite like this. Must have some significance. I'm not quite sure why, but best not leave it here.
It's got some weird tools. It's like half alchemy set, half like chisels and tiny hammers, and then weirdly enough, there are these big gloves that come as part of the set, and a mask with like a glass front that goes over the top of the head, and like a mantle of sorts that can be layered over the body to protect the body from chemicals and stuff.
Okay. I've noted it as physician set from Undersea Town. Will that be enough for you to...
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So I spent some time delicately packing it all up, and then putting it in the bag of holding.
You find out
take another tome out and give it to Macro.
Here you go, Macro. Have a tome.
Right then. I wonder if it's going to be useful against him then, if he was so interested in looking for one. Was it him himself who sent you?
Yes.
Must be something useful then. Let's go in and have a look in this other room. And I'll push open this door.
Alright.
Do I get the toad fully cleaned?
Yes, in that minute you do, and he is the exact same material your dragon statue was made out of. The one that gave you your heroic abilities.
Xerxel's got a little lizard man stiffy now then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so inside here, Macra, you do feel a little bit of that sickening energy. However, the room is filled with bits of paper that are floating around, and on some parts of the wall, like it look like nailed in, are like plans or blueprints.
I'll have a look, see if I can read some of them. Gorilla, there's some blueprints in here.
You can't go, like Macro, you both physically repulsed. You can't go in. Whatever that statue is doing is emanating into this room.
Oh,
can I read from here?
Yes.
Come, go into that room. Follow my voice.
Can you undo the door, Liam? Oh, yeah, that won't do.
I'll open both of them for you.
Thanks.
I see. Yeah, you're fine in here. There's loads of bits of useless bits of paper, Xerxel. You don't.
Xerxel, grab some of them pieces. Grab that piece of paper there for me, please.
Wait, I'll bring Toad.
Don't bring the toad. Just grab that piece of paper. Then you can go back to your toad.
Xerxel, bring paper. You bring Toad.
That sounds like an awful deal.
We can't bring the toad, Xerxel.
Toad's important.
Be that as it may, we can't bring it.
Statue like this, my home. God King, kill all my people for it.
Yes, I'm not saying we shouldn't bring it. Although we shouldn't because we physically can't be near it.
Why not?
Makes us feel, I'm not sure, sick somehow. So, point at Macro half vomiting his stomach up there.
Yeah, and you notice that, like, both Chester and Gwendev are gone. They've just swam to the surface.
Yeah.
It's making me do that.
It's far too heavy to move.
Magra big.
Not that big. And he can't get near it again. I feel like it's been over that point. We can't get near it.
Can you
not still get paper?
What do you need the statue for? Why is it not making you vom?
Make what?
Making you throw up.
Regurgitate.
Oh. Don't know. Statue like this gives Xerxil power before. That's why Xerxil Elder.
See if you get some more power from it now then, without taking it.
Xerxil, try. Get paper first.
Yeah.
He gives them the paper and then goes back to the toad.
Alright, so...
Thank you.
So as you're leaving, you do notice this room has lots of tools as well that you... When your clan had that mine, these are the tools that humans discarded when they left.
Right.
Like picks, chisels, buckets, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so bit on the paper are, like... Macro, you really can't make heads or tails of it. Looks like the design of something. That's about it.
Gorilla, what do you reckon?
Well, let me have a look.
Alright. You can make an Arcana check.
I'm not trained, but
Yeah. You
I
might
have some training. No.
You have no clue what it is. It's... Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Rather phallic in shape.
Of course.
Just kind of look like a dick, but other than that, I don't know.
It is a
Sure,
common
Chester.
symbol in much of history. Chester's left.
We'll share it to you when we get back to the ship. He seems to love phallic objects.
I'll do.
Hello, we'll wrap these
The
plans
paper,
up.
you mean, right? Sorry.
Is there anything I can do, Liam, to figure this toad out anymore?
I tell you what, you can make an Arcana check. You remember from home there were tales that there were other tribes of other creatures and other lizard folk that had statues as well, and they all had their own elder. And then you go back and you're like, you think you might have killed one? Not an hour ago? Just like, similar vein of you. But now that the statue's glowing again, maybe, just maybe, the spark is back.
Can absorb him.
Yeah, I want to take his power. Steal his soul.
You want to try?
Soul is mine. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you put your hand on the statue, and with the 20 Arcana, what do? Like, give me a kind of like action, or do you say anything? Or...
Do you lick it?
Probably knowing Xerxil.
Gives
Give
us
a little
bit
froggy
of
kiss.
a tongue.
I guess he will replicate the actions when he found the Dragon Emperor statue, and I guess just kneel down in veneration and speak a blessing.
Alright. And as you do, you feel this slight warmth around your chest, and it rises, becomes unbearable almost for an instant, and then fades. And when you look up, the statue is a silvery grey-white now. And you don't feel any more powerful? You felt a brief rush of power for sure.
Okay.
However, the sickening...
Agra!
Aaron, sorry.
What?
Agra!
What?
Come.
You'll have to come here, mate. I can't get any close.
Might be okay.
It is not okay. In fact, it is worse.
Jesus Christ.
You're
Sorry.
feeling tired, exhausted, definitely drained.
Oh, I feel like I'm back on that ship. Oh. Zex, you'll have to come here, mate. What's up?
It's okay. Testing. Is that word?
Test on grilled on next time, mate, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Got like the cold sweats for his underwater, so he doesn't know how to really like rub his brow.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, so leave that fucking thing alone.
Okay, so you guys down in the water, I'm going to leave you for a second. Gwendef and Chester, you surface. And you see Darioso probably about 100 feet away, like rowing towards the ship. And he just turns around, looks and sees you surface. And then in the ship with him is Kaiser. And they both kind of like turn around and begin rowing towards you both. Dario's like, get in. And Kaiser's like, y'all okay?
You have a bucket.
Yes, thank you. For
Well,
being so useful down there.
we're floating in a bucket. And yeah, Darioso's like, yeah, just puke here. Lifts you up into the actual rowboat. What happened to you two? And Kaiser says, well, you're looking pretty damn shit. And you see, like a pile next to him, he's got this floppy kind of soggy mess of the skin. And he just goes... And then there's like a bucket of quippers where he's picked up all the quippers you killed.
It's good to know that someone being paid so handsomely is so busy.
Why don't you shut up, Chester?
We had a jolly good time just killing things.
You
And then
look-
that was...
Horrible.
We touched a toad.
What kind of toad?
Stone toad.
You touched a toad made out of stone, and now your skin's falling off.
Is it falling off?
So Chester and Gwendef, you both look at one another, and yeah, your skin looks fucking hideous. Part
A moneymaker.
of Gwendef's face is peeling off, revealing muscle beneath.
Get me to our cleric.
Yeah, let's get you to Frank. And then Darioso starts rowing. He rages, and then jets you through the water momentarily as he just and splashes. You get back to the ship, and by then you two need help getting up on the deck. And when you get back, everyone's like, oh, what the hell?
It would appear we've suffered some ill misfortune, Gwendeth.
3 things. I want medical attention. That's thing I want. Thing 2. And I throw my head down and jewelry spills out.
Yeah, okay.
I brought you all gold. Step 3. And I take out the booze. Also booze.
Yeah, they're like, all looking at you, confused. And Mimu comes running out and goes, it's Papa! Ah! Just screams at your face, Gwendef, and then runs off.
Just give her some booze and she'll forget it.
You paid our crew far too well. They're all going to retire the next time we hit land. Like, I've got plans set here for life.
George comes walking out at that moment and goes, "Yar, there been no underage drinking. Holy shit, what's wrong with your face?"
Get me the cleric.
Frank! And Frank comes rushing up. Of course. You've got a worse face than me.
What's it? It's a bit hypocritical of Frank going,
First off, don't down yourself. You're very good looking, I assume, for what you are. Fix it!
Oh, give me a moment, please, if you would. Oh, wow, yeah, fucking rolls a 20. Of course he knows what it is. So Frank sits both you and Chester and goes, I haven't seen this in some time. There was this rare metal back home in Atlantia, and it gave people sickness. What was it? Radiation sickness.
Fixing it, then telling me what it is.
What? No, I need to know what you were exposed to.
A giant frog toad.
Colour! What happened? Tell me about what happened, please.
Chester, what color was it?
It was green, I do believe.
Oh no. Did it glow slightly?
It did. that it did.
Jesus, this guy's on fire at the moment, this NPC. Oh my god. He knows all the shit. So he goes, there are some materials that hold magic very well, ancient magics. I believe it's called plutonium.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You're fucking.
Well, I
I didn't realize you had radiation poisoning.
No, I got that. I just didn't think it was actually plutonium.
I'll feel better for 2 days before being fucking dead.
Now, I'm going to be honest. Please, don't be angry with me, okay? I can't do anything. You're going to need either a wish spell or a greater restoration before the cancer destroys your body.
Just excellent.
Frank,
Yes?
plutonium isn't dragons.
Isn't dragons? No.
I'm not dying to plutonium.
Okay, well, we need to find a cleric more powerful than me that can able... We need to get him diamonds, I think. That would
We
be
have
the best.
shit tons of diamonds.
Do we? Oh, well, that's good.
Don't tell the rest of the crew.
Maybe-
Actually, you know what? We found shit tons of diamonds. Drinks are on me.
Yarr! And then Frank goes, we should probably head back to Arcadil, where there's a cleric of Neptune that I know of course, better than me.
But there's more booze down there.
And a woman. We need to get the woman.
There's a woman down there? Oh, wow. Is she drowning?
Can you resurrect people?
I can, but I'll need the diamonds and I'll need time to prepare.
You know what? We do a round trip. Let's get us cured. Just I don't want to die.
I'm afraid you two will probably not be able to do much until we fix you. I
You
can
know
heal-
those booze bottles I gave the crew? I take them. Captain Squat, here's mine.
Wait, no, please, quick. I can restore you momentarily, but that will only last a day or two. I can't keep it up, though, of course. Please don't be angry.
No, that's fantastic. Restore me, I'll get drunk and forget this happened.
Okay, so he does lay a hand on both of you and cast a spell, and you feel some of the exhaustion move. So your exhaustion goes for 24 hours, and then returns.
No, that's good.
Is anyone else hurt down there?
Well, we just left, didn't we, Chester?
That we did.
At that moment, you see Kaiser comes up with a fucking full-bodied skin bag of a sea hag, and everyone's like, "Oh!" And he's like, "Oh, yeah." He just looks around and goes, "Don't pretend you ain't seen no hag before." As he walks off with it, flops it in what looks like a saltwater bucket.
That is unnerving.
What's unnerving, Chester, is that we're gonna die.
Have some faith, good Gwendeth. I, for one, am firmly resolved.
I'll be firmly reserved in the captain's quarter, and again, Gwyneth
I
takes the
shall call
alcohol
this-
and just goes downstairs.
Radicals with radiation.
Vivian comes walking up to you, Chester. She'd been with Mimu at the time and goes, "What happened to you?"
It would appear we were poisoned by a strange and rare metal.
Really? How did you get poisoned by a metal? Only Chester would get poisoned by a metal.
Right you are. Of course, water is very good at stopping radiation as well. We're quite unlucky.
We are.
She just shakes her head and goes, "Are we still on for talking tonight?"
Yes, of course, if I am alive, and in a good fit state to do so. I would not miss it.
We need Makra, okay? Mimu has something to show us all.
I'll look at... Is Mimi with her?
Yeah, hiding behind her.
I kind of like look at her and then look down at me and then kind of give her the eyes that say that Macram might be in the same state.
Yeah, Mimu just looks scared. She just kind of like sleeps back and goes, "Hi, Chester."
No, not. I was looking more at Vivian. I was trying to hide it from Mimi.
Oh, okay. She goes, "Hi, Chester.
Very well, good seer.
I've
Have you seen anything of future sight?
That's why I wanted to talk to everyone. I've drawn something that I think everyone should see."
Excellent. Me and your father and dear Gwendeth over there. We're preparing our Halloween costumes.
Oh. What's a Halloween?
Of course. Excellent. Yes. Our sick felling costume. I don't know. I'm trying to make up the weird festival goers with fun.
Is that a Bretonian festival?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'd
Can you
like to
open-
go.
Ah, good. Well, first, you need to create a costume. A scary one.
Oh, I can do that.
Good. Well, you'll be surprised when you see your father's.
Okay. Hey, Vivian, can we go get Fixu? And Vivian's like, of course. And kind of leads her away and just looks at you and goes, yeah, nicely played.
Charisma of 84,000. Anyway.
Alright. Okay, so anything else you two want to do on the ship?
No, I'm literally in the captain's cabin, and I'll probably pull George with me just so I don't get drunk alone, and then I'm gonna get drunk.
Yeah, George is worried about you and just doesn't drink, but just kind of stays with you.
George stays 15 foot away from me.
Yeah, like halfway through your drinking session, you like bleeds slightly out the nose, and he just goes, "Yo, here you go," and just kind of like dabs it with a handkerchief.
I killed big things, George.
I know you do.
Good.
I'm worried about you, Gwyneth. You don't look too good. In fact,
No,
you look like the arse end of a barnacled ship.
I explained this to you. There was no dragon down there, so I cannot die.
Got it. Don't worry, we're gonna get you the best of care.
I'm not worried, she says, chugging a bottle of wine, looking very worried.
Well, stay semi-sober. I believe you need to watch something, or experience something, as Mimu put it.
I am super sober.
You know. You've been drinking down there under the water, haven't ye?
Look, I'm not saying I haven't.
I'm just worried
Just
about
say-
you.
Dot.
I'm saying it's rude for you to point it out.
Okay, I'm not gonna drink anymore. After this bottle.
Yeah,
My
sure.
skin's falling off, George.
I know. I'm sorry about that, but I don't think drinking's gonna help.
Have you ever encountered a problem drinking didn't fix?
It's a true story, that one. Alright, drink away. I'll have Frank check up on you.
Oh yes, Frank is the best.
Yar.
We should pay him more. How much are we paying him?
The same as everyone else.
Oh, that's a fair price.
Yar. Anyway, I'm gonna go make sure everyone's okay. Be right back. So those guys down in, shall we? You would say that you get the body, the harpoon, the helipolis bolt, the wines, and all the food stuffs up. Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing else to explore down there.
No, you take a look around. You don't might find much else.
Alright, that's
Remember
sweet.
the chair.
The chair.
You want to
Yeah.
go get the chair as well?
I feel like we're bringing the chairs up. I can do a few round trips, I imagine I'm bollocksed at the end of it, just swimming lengths up and down, bringing shit back and forth. But
I'm
yeah,
still
I'll,
going to check the decay thing before we bring anything valuable out.
Nothing seems
Yes.
to decay.
Okay.
However, you do feel like they might have lost their enchantment.
Other than Chester and Gwendeth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like we need to ban Xerxel from the ship. We've just got like a radioactive little lizard on there now, just emitting.
Oh my god, I'm going to
radiation
turn into Godzilla. It's going to be amazing.
He's like a fucking glowing one from Fallout. Turns into a Deathclaw first. That'd be amazing. Brilliant. I imagine. So we get everything up that we want then. So let's add this to the party. So we've got 2 new fancy chairs on the ship, and then what other loot have we got? We've got a
woman.
Okay, so
woman, yeah.
well, once she's brought up, Frank does cover her up with his cloak. And by the way, as he takes his cloak off, you see him for the first time properly, a malformed body of kind of greenish leather. His arm itself looks like it's got scales. However, his left arm is completely normal, like as if it hasn't got there yet. He has taken his cloak off, revealing, like I said before, like a kind of half head of blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like in clumps, and like as if like it's kind of like as if like he'd been infected by an illithid, and it's slowly creeping over his body, but in different patches. But he still has like a human mouth underneath all of those tentacles that protrude from underneath his top lip. And he carries her over to the captain's cabin, where Gwendeth sees him lay her down on the only bed in the goddamn ship. And he says, I'm gonna need some diamonds, and then I can bring her back tomorrow. She's relatively well preserved. I don't know how old she is, though.
Have we actually got any diamonds?
We have the 4,000 one, but doesn't the
That's a
entire
ruby.
diamond get consumed? Oh, right. I don't think we have
Did
diamonds.
you get any diamonds in the jewelry you picked up?
It's just was 75 gold pieces worth of jewelry. It wasn't.
We don't have any diamonds, unless someone's got one on the character sheet hidden away.
I do not.
I've got a platinum ring now. I also do not.
Also on your end, Arno.
Nope. I've got a 4,000 GP ruby, but no diamonds.
Yes.
I guess we're not bringing her back then. We just, like, loaded up a corpse onto the boat.
Zerxil, how long do you reckon the spell will last on her? This gentle repose.
Don't know for sure. Not long.
Chester was the one that found out.
I found out what the thing.
Yeah, he actually was the one that figured out she was gently reposed.
Chester,
But I haven't got no diamonds either.
Well, do you think we'll get time to get back to town?
Would I have any inkling, Liam?
Well, with the original role, you could tell that she'd been gentle reposed relatively recently. That was basically it.
I would say it was recent, but I couldn't put a finger on exactly when. I'd say we might have time if we push for it.
How far away are we from the town? Which it was called?
3 days.
Which was called
Oh, we're so dead.
Argotil, yeah.
Might I also make a suggestion? Once you're finished down there, we make quite haste for the nearest port. Myself and Gwendeth are in quite the state.
Yeah, you do look pretty rough. We're picking up the valuables and we're going. So let's just make sure I've got everything then. So I've got adamantine, scorpion bolts. We've got the electrum pieces, which we already picked up. Was there anything else that we wanted loot? I guess I'll pick up Octodad's body, actually. The illithid.
Oh, you want to bring the illithid up?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's like, oh, okay. But then they've seen Frank, and they just kind of ignore it, really.
I'll get Kaiser on disemboweling him.
I mean, really? Macrar, I gotta do that?
Surely he's worthwhile. It'd be a good trophy list anyway.
I mean, a hag and an illithid. Two very different creatures. I will skin it for you, but I am displeased.
I've already paid you, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, and he immediately draws that, like, wicked-looking skinning dagger, you know, kind of Witcher style, and just stabs it clean in his gut. And then an awful smell just wafts up into your face. And he goes, now that's why I didn't want to skin it. And then just begins cutting into his guts. And then dragging it out, slopping into the bucket next to him. And the smell, you just like, everyone's just like, fuck, getting away from the prow of the boat. And they're like, oh. And as he like empties the bucket, those of you who are like going about the ship can hear some frothing and noise. And you see those undead sharks that you'd seen several days ago trailing behind the boat as he's throwing guts in.
Yeah, if we get that boy to a taxidermist, I imagine that'd be quite a cool statue. I want him in the captain's quarters.
In the end, you have
Humanoid.
in the end you have like an illithid skull, a set of like illithid skin and flesh, and he's made a bit of a botched job about it because he's not had much experience with it. But in the end, he does bring you like parts of the illithid. He's like, "Here, Magrar," and just hands you like a shriveled up heart and just plops it onto your chest.
Illithid body parts. I'll just put them and sell them back into town when we get there.
He goes, I don't even know if illithid had heart, but I found one.
I wonder if they've got 8 like an actual octopus. I've found the one at least anyway.
Okay,
I'll just
so
put illithid body parts.
everyone's back on deck, and you, Vivian approaches you all one by one, basically, and says, Mimu has something to show you all. So at dinner, if you could go to the captain's quarters.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it says she's done some drawing, Macro. I just thought I'd let you know. I gave her an emerald out of my earring, and she's managed to activate it. It's something that I think everyone should know. I've experienced it, but It's something that you should see, for sure. You're not going to like it.
Cool. Yeah. Should be interesting.
It pertains to the events of after we left Mokhul City.
That is rather quite interesting, actually. I'll let's make a hasty dinner then and get that done.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we'll set sail back to town so we can save these two radiated numpties. Irradiated.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's everyone else doing before dinner? Anything?
Being passed out in the captain's quarter.
Okay.
Which is great, because that means I don't have to move anywhere during dinner.
I should be sleeping in my own crafted cabin.
Being passive-aggressively antisocial because he didn't get a toad.
However, Xerxil, we'll go cut to you. As you're going about being passive-aggressive, I mean, are you retreating to your little rowboat, like, as they...
Yeah.
Alright, during that, you do hear something across the waters, kind of a low thrumming, like as if someone had hit a drum really fucking hard in the horizon, and you just kind of like feel it like reverberate. But when you look around, no one else on the ship seems to have noticed, and gently your eyes begin to shut, and as you open them, you see a great shape on the waves, very similar to a toad, and a voice echoes across the waves to you and only you. Xerxil.
What? Hello?
You've come so far. From
Who are you?
little swamp you've swam. You made great swim.
Too early to make great swim, but no people left.
I did not mean great swim as in your great swim. I meant it in the literal sense.
Oh, also that.
You are now blessed by me. You have great dragon in you, and you have now great toad.
Sounds less impressive.
You have wisdom of dragon and power of toad.
That is like... Okay, I feel like the other way would also not be good, but...
So, yeah.
Power of Dragon? That'd be pretty good.
No, but like the wisdom of a toad is sort
I
of...
imagine a toad's
It's
more
like-
wise than a dragon.
Is
You
it
have the dexterity of a leopard, but the penis of a gnat.
Well,
Anyway.
they'll get more penetrating done than you.
Continuing, the great toad spirit says, I am glad you have accepted me. I did not...
Xerxil feel the power. Xerxil need power.
You are attempting to fix the upset in the balance of things.
Kill a god king?
Yeah, that'll do.
Yes, Xerxil will do.
We are flawed, us spirits. We are all individually fixed upon single goals. Revenge comes from the dragon, I believe. But balance comes from me.
Xerxil not understand.
You will, eventually. I don't believe I've picked the most smartest of creatures, but
the most smart?
I have indeed picked right, I think.
Xerxil do job.
Good. And that shadow begins to like seep into the waves and disappear. And then it comes back and it goes, oh, one thing. Stop eating crunchy spice. It's not good for you.
No, but Xerxil love crunchy spice.
It sinks back into the waves, disappearing. If you need me, just ask for me.
Okay.
That's
Bye-bye.
That's one mistake you've made. You can always ask the dragon too, if he wishes to answer.
Does he let me have crunchy spice?
You don't hear anything from the toad anymore. So good. Hot interaction. Great Toad spirit. Just, I'm loving it. Okay, so anyone
Told you
else?
that Toad would be wise. He knows of the dangers of the crunchy spice.
So Grildar, anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to take out the physician set and just empty all the water and stuff out of it. Clean it if needed, and then put it back in again.
Okay.
That's all. Just making sure it's in good state.
Oh, I know what I want to do. I'd like to get these plans out and see if I can acquire people that might know what they mean. I guess I'll show them to Xerxil as well, because he might know what they mean, because it has something to do with Toad. I imagine it's just going to be Xerxil, Frank, and then maybe the Ranger, but I don't think we've got anyone else magically inclined on the ship, have we? Oh yeah, and Chester. Chester's not looked at him yet. Chester, what do these blueprints mean? There's something magical, but can't quite figure it out.
Let me have a perusal. I'll have a look without sloughing shit on it.
What are you taking a look at?
The blueprints that have got the phallic thing on.
Okie dokie. You can make me an Arcana check.
That I will. That I will.
I'll get Zerx to look at it as well at the same time. You're muted.
Okay.
Now pay attention.
I know exactly what this is.
What is that, Zerxil? What is this thing here?
I'll use my mythic die as well. Ooh, it's good. 26.
Oh, what? To identify what this is?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a legend that goes down in your tribe, Xerxil. This is the only way I can fucking try to fit it in with that roll. Where the God King, when he first came to the land and did not bother your tribes, had great weapons that could destroy entire lands. This is it. This is such weapon.
Oh, we found his master dong.
This is useless. You should throw it away. Nothing more than a scroll of cure-like wounds.
This not cure wound, not scroll. Xerxil can't read scroll. Xerxil see this. This weapon. Big weapon. God King use.
Ah, yes. That's what I was going to say. Yes, weapon.
Shit. This is the weapon.
Think God King use this build empire.
Grilda.
Yes, what is it, Macro?
We're on to something pretty big here. This is the weapon.
Right.
By the power of a merchant's beard.
Of the God King. This is the weapon he used. The one that's going to wipe. One's going to wipe Timo off the map.
And what is exactly?
I have no idea. Xerxil, can we make this?
Maybe. God King did.
It's a fair comment. Do we need wizards to build this? Or
Liam?
smiths?
I'm guessing
that,
not.
No, you wouldn't need wizards, but you would need a specific professions. People that can handle the metals, people that could... Actually, no, you would need someone magically inclined. For sure.
The question I have is, why would we want to make this thing?
Kill God King.
It would kill all of Mokhul City along with it.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
Maybe it's okay.
Maybe. God damn it. It's not okay. You know this.
We
We'll
can
find a way to deal with the God King, but this is not it.
Maybe this is the way, though. Maybe we could do it so it just kills the God King and not all the city. Surely it can be adapted.
How you say, Plan B?
Also, Plan B if it can't be adapted.
You would destroy the entire city just to be rid of the God King.
It's
That
price
makes you
worth pay.
No better than him.
Well, no, let's say he comes after us. Be a hell of a way to go out.
No, I disagree.
World far bigger than Mokhul City. God King gone, better for everyone.
That's not the point. The point is, if we act in this way against the God King, we become what we're trying to destroy.
Right, we'll keep this. We'll keep this in back pocket at least for now. Then
Remember that he did try to unite the empires under his reign, and it has been peaceful. It seems he's a nasty man, but
Not peaceful, slaughtered all my people.
I'm aware. But be aware that if you act this way now, people will look at you the same way they do at the God King now.
Maybe worth.
It's not.
As you guys are talking, Macro here, pa pa, and both of your kids come running out. Fixu, Mimu hug you each leg. Vivian.
Oh, I'll crouch down as he run up and grab both of them.
Yeah, Vivian just, in the background, their forever guardian, just kind of like standing with her arms folded about 10 feet away.
Yeah, I'll just grab them both and do spinny hug. Right.
She says, dinner's ready, and in the captain's quarters you can smell the cook's brought up a nice meal of quippers. Quipper kebab.
Imagine it tastes like Paku. Get in.
He's removed all of the sharp teeth that probably had bit a lot of you in the fight against the hag.
Oh, I wanted to eat them with the little faces still.
Vivian says, no, it's just the meat. And it is delicious. There's chunks of fresh vegetables that you'd found in the undersea which were preserved. These new vegetables that he's boiled and fried and given them a crispy outer skin. And they're all stuck on skewers. And each of you have like a few skewers each. It's a very delicious meal. And at the end, Mimu sits on your lap, Macro, and just shows you the two pictures she's got. So in the first picture, she's drawn, she's getting better at her art, in her art, of what looks like a man wearing a yellow mask. And in his hands, he looks down and there's blood all over his fingertips. And a tear runs from underneath his mask. In the second picture, you see a man with like a swept-back dragon-like helmet. You recognise him slightly, with a lance in his hand, and he stands before what looks like a city, looking up at something. And it looks like Mimu's just grabbed a green crayon, stuck it, and just scrabbled all over it. And then she goes, which one do you want to see first, Papa? I got this one, and she's got only one emerald, so she has to like use it individually.
I think your description is pretty good there already. Gwendeth. Oh yeah, we're all gathered in the captain's.
Mimu says, anyway. I learned something new as well.
Okay, let's.
You remember when Lantix was like telling me that he could view the cards, and he asked me a weird question. Turns out if everyone has like a hand on me, they can experience the vision too. I can pass it on.
Alright, cool. Well, let's do that then. But I feel like this is your dragon hunting friend, and I don't think it ended well for him.
If you can watch it together, we should watch it together.
Yeah.
What if I die of radiation sickness? I won't die of radiation
Sorry,
sickness.
what?
Oh yeah! Did no one tell you this? Tristan and I are dying.
What are you dying from?
Well, you know, the toad.
What do you mean? It just made me feel a bit sick.
Well, apparently it made us very sick, and our skin is falling off. Frank delayed it, but we need to go back to port and cure this. Good news, this booze is fantastic we found down there, and I've had like half of it.
Are we currently sailing?
Yeah, you're now it's maybe 4 hours into sailing back to Arctil.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I just hadn't registered.
I was counting on George to immediately.
I mentioned it when of course Kaiser was cutting open the illithid and he was chucking it in, and the sharks were following in your wake, which they no longer are. But okay, Mimu says, when you're all ready, should we start with this one? And points towards the yellow one, and she says, I'm particularly good with this one because I drew the mask perfect, and all of you do recognise the fact that it is the God King's mask.
Right then.
I'm nervous.
Already.
Because I've started to learn that if I don't draw it perfectly, then the memories can be a bit skewed. You ready?
Yes.
I take Makra's hand and I take Chester's hand.
And she puts the emerald and beds it into the... She seems to like not do it properly, and then you see Vivian come over, big gauntlets, and just go... Poof, just stamp it directly down into the parchment. Okay, guys. At that moment, all of you are kind of like dragged in, like pulled forward. It's like a teleportation spell, but worse, because instead of being shot forward, it feels like you've been shot backwards, forwards, left, right, and then eventually, when you open your eyes, you see hands that aren't yours in front of you, like you see from the point of view of the person in the drawing. And in the wake of a great loss, an empire mourns. Its leader's tears stain the pale face of the woman he loved. Magical revivification failures had left soft pink scars on her delicate body beside the stabs and claw marks of Theoboan monsters. Days later, though, he stands taciturn before a council of squabbling wives, the wives he had never really cared for. The only true love of his life was now dead. Although they may be raucous, he hears nothing of their arguments. He silences them with a wave of his hand. They see his determined eyes through his mask. They are silent for the first time in hours. War is all he says, and in his heart he knows his own empire cannot fight the might of the Easterners and the rebels simultaneously. Thebo, he says. It ends. Nearby, a clap can be heard. He turns to see a stag-horned small girl clapping and cartwheeling in glee. And then she whispers in his ear, I knew you could do it. And then you guys are kind of sucked out of the vision.
I didn't get any of it.
I feel like Phoebe is about to be wiped off the map.
Isn't that our heading?
No. But where was the seer again? She wasn't near Phoebe, was she?
She was in Port
on
Phobos.
Oh, that's what I'm getting confused.
Yeah, the similar sounding places. Yeah, that's confusing.
You've been to Phoebe once before, of course.
Yeah, we've been to Phoebe, yeah, but we need to go to Port Phobos. Port Phobos is more like the Pirates Bay and the Pirate Port.
And Mimu says, when you're ready, of course, you can discuss, and then I'll wait, and then we'll do the next one.
Yeah.
Is there like a timetable or something? How quick do these visions of yours happen?
Mimu says, I've been having them since we left, quite strongly, in fact.
No, like how far in the future is that?
I think it was the day after we left.
That's in the past.
Oh, that's bad.
I think it was like 9 days ago.
Do you think Thebo is still standing if he did this 9 days ago?
No, I feel like T-Bo's now with you, but in city form.
Well, what I suggest is if we are going to be sailing towards Port Phobos, we'll pass by land closer to Thebo. Perhaps we can send a boat out to the shore to get some news.
Yeah, we'll probably hear word back. Is there any rivers leading from Thebo to
as you're speaking, Vivian steps forward and says, shakes her head side to side, plucks the emerald out of one parchment and goes, you're going to want to see this. Puts it in the other and pushes it down.
Alright. When you're ready, Mimu.
Give me a moment, and you see she's got tears running down her eyes, and she just brushes them away. Because for you guys, you know that when you were in that form, you felt his emotions, his sadness. You felt everything he felt. The frustration, the anger, the depression. So for a kid to go through it, you can see, Makra, that it hits her hard. And she goes,
Speaking of hard, Xerxil's a bit hard.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Jesus.
Okay, alright, so Mimu goes, okay, let me know when you want me to. And she places her hand on the parchment, looks around, eager.
When you're ready.
And as she does this time, she's lets out a psychic wave, and all of you, like as if you're being dragged in circles, then dragged underwater. As you open your eyes, you're tired, you yawn. You see his hands, and far up, Pearl Hot gets out of bed, walks to the side, begins donning his armour. And it's quite a boring vision for the first 10 minutes. As he looks out and admires the city of Phoebo from the tavern room, he goes downstairs and he goes, "Oh, Fart, you're awake!" And he goes, "Yes. Greetings." And then goes, "Breakfast?" And he sits down at the table. But something distracts him. He looks out and he's staring out into that beautiful day sky, the cloudy sky, and there's something peculiar. One of the clouds is a different shape in the distance. And he narrows his eyes at it. At first he thinks nothing of it, but the cloud seems to be elongating, getting longer. It's long, straight. And as he looks up at the sky, he kind of stands and goes, looks around the room confused, opens the door, and as he stands on the path of the stairs that leads down, overlooking Phoebo, he can see the statue of Heracles, overlooking the valleys and the beautiful idyllic countrysides of Phoebo. There's a resounding woof. And he looks up, and there's a bright green sphere spreading across the sky. And then he looks down on the horizon, as fear strickens you all as you feel it through him. It hits the countryside first, and you just see a wall of light begin rushing forward. It hits the statue of Heracles, tears it away, and bits go flying everywhere. And before he can turn and begin to run, he's hit with this green light. You all instantly feel your heart stop as if in real life. And then you see a scene, a city of stone, petrified, silent, frozen. Nobody alive. And as you shoot back out, you're all coughing.
Oh, fucking hell. They'll turn to stone. Gwendolyn, can your dragon turn shit to stone?
No. Not that I know of. I don't think that was... I don't think he shot it with a dragon. That's not what the dragon does.
This is most fucking irregular.
I feel like a good chunk of the city's now fucking...
If that's what the God King does, I may have come to the conclusion that killing him might be more important than killing the dragon.
Was that the God King though?
Well, he said he would do it, didn't he? So must have used that super weapon of his.
See it now. The money I'll make. Gagging for the God King. What title?
Sorry, what was that, Chester?
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
We should probably gently let the crew know in case.
Well, deception, Chester.
There's no way.
You'll probably be fine. But,
that
you know.
I shall. Is that 12? I think I'm like plus 11. Hang on.
That one you lose.
Hey,
Yeah.
last night my bard rolled a 44 on deception, so
Fuck.
yeah, a law bard level 14 can add their inspiration die, which is a d12 to their deception check, and I already had plus 15.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think you might get away with that.
Yeah, maybe.
We should let the crew know in case they have any Theban family.
We'll keep this under wraps for now. They don't need to fight yet.
Mimik goes, Papa,
Hello.
if you need any help about anything, I've learnt some new stuff. I could probably help you see faraway places now.
What, so you can see Thebo now?
You wanted me to?
I don't know if I want you to see it, but I could do a scene.
No, I mean, like, I could see it, and then I could tell you what I see.
What do you reckon? Is there anywhere we wanted to have a look at first?
I can't do it often, and the first time I tried it didn't work, and Vivian chimes in and goes, "That's okay, Mima, you tried."
You'll get better at it, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Do we want to see anywhere? Do we want to see the city? Do we want to see Tiva?
I don't particularly need to see that. Though I'm already drunk, so...
I think we saw what we needed to see.
Well, do we want to see any of Mokhul?
I already checked up on Mum.
On Mum?
Yeah.
And how is Mum doing?
She's got a different body.
Wait, I may be drunk, but I shot your mother.
Uh-huh, you did, you killed her.
And then now she's back.
I think so. I tried to look for her, and I saw a different person, but I think it's her.
What about Auntie? Where's Auntie now?
Oh, I forgot about her. She was always mean. I don't really like her. You want me to find her now?
Yeah, let's look where your Auntie is.
Okay. Everyone sees her eyes close, and then they kind of open, revealing just like the whites of her eyes. And then she blinks and goes, she's underground? Drinking? There's another woman opposite her. An elvish lady. Very old.
That's the seer, isn't it? Oh, question to Vivian.
Vivian, I've never met her.
Right. In match descriptions?
She's an old elf, but there's plenty of old elves.
You don't see too many very old elves, though, do you?
She shrugs. I'm just here to protect the girl.
Yeah. I feel like
Has Narioso seen the seer?
Nah, not really. I've seen a lot in my time, Gwendeth. Tidal waves, gods, cities rising from the sea, Chad. But I ain't seen no seer.
I feel like that's where she'll be, as long as she's safe. Right then. Is there anything else you want to show us, Mima?
No, but I'll continue to draw the dreams if you want.
Yeah, keep doing that. They seem pretty useful. Well, we'll head back, and then I think we'll probably make our way to this seer, see if she can train you more accurate.
Okay.
But first, we make Chester and me not die.
Yeah, that might be good. You both look pretty dead, but, for Halloween, you've got to be scary.
True enough, good Nemo. True enough.
What is Halloween?
Vivian told me it's a Bretonian festival where kids dress up in scary costumes and they run around scaring people and get sweets and toffee apples. But I also heard Vivian say that it's also the opportunity for actual undead to come out and not be judged. And ghosts come out and stuff.
The Bretonians do that?
It
Quite
sounded
the
amazing
festival.
until the actual undead coming out.
What a weird bunch.
It's alright, Gwendeth. I still can't work out whether meeting you was a trick or a treat.
I don't think anything has really gone right, has it? So...
Alas. To port, if you would. I'm feeling rather under the weather.
And you guys sail off over the waters towards Arcatil, and that is where we'll end today's session.
Sweet.
Alright, I want to thank everyone for watching, the follow, and Lars, I know you've gone, but thanks for joining in for nearly the entire session, mate.
Oh, what a guy.
I know.
What leveling WoW does to people.
I know, right? And we'll be back next week, same time.